It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello. What is going on this morning, everybody?
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Hey.
Splendid.
Doing good. A little wet, but good.
Okay. Yeah.
It's sprinkling.
It is. Yeah. It's kind of interesting looking at what is going on weather-wise here, and it looks like we're going to drop into a little bit of wetness from now and through most of the weekend. Sunday might be kind of a clearing day. I don't know exactly what time of day on Sunday, but you're likely going to, without a doubt, see rain tomorrow. And then Saturday looks like it's also going to be rainy as well. And then
I hope it clears up on Sunday. I planned a beach day on Sunday.
Yeah, there goes my camping trip.
Aww.
that's what you were doing this weekend?
I was supposed to.
Is this
Okay.
boys' weekend?
I don't even know because we talked about boys' weekend, and then I don't even think Panda knows about boys' weekend. Did he say anything to you about camping?
He asked me if you said anything, and I said he did, but he wasn't specific about what weekend. I didn't know. I know
It's this weekend.
it's this weekend.
Yes, it's this weekend.
When were y'all going to leave? When were y'all going to come back?
Friday, Sunday.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't think Panda knows the dates. I think he knows the concept.
I don't think it matters because I think Mother Nature's got other plans.
True that.
Trust me, I've gone camping when it's raining. It's pretty miserable. It's rough.
Maybe y'all should take it to a hotel.
Yeah. I'm more a motel guy, but okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so if you're trying to make some weekend plans, right now the Weather Channel app tells me for today, 50% chance of rain, 80 Friday, 60 Saturday, and then it says 20 on Sunday. At some point it's going to clear. And I know some people have Monday off, Yom Kippur.
Yeah, I think there's no school on Monday.
Yeah.
In celebration of the Jewish holiday.
And Monday's looking relatively decent. They got it right now at a 40% chance of rain, but I think it's so far out anything could happen, so. That might be your plan. Maybe you just shift it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do your binge watching early in the weekend and then expect better weather Sunday to Monday.
Go camping on Monday.
You can always bring it to the beach with us.
Camping on the beach is fun. You don't see that in Florida too much, though.
You should, though. I mean, camping on the beach sounds awesome.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to, because you would see it often. You would see it more often if it was allowed, don't you think?
I think surfers do it, but I've heard of them doing it like up by New Smyrna.
Yeah, man.
I don't hear a lot of Jupiter Beach camping. I don't think they let you in Jupiter.
I think you're right.
It's too fancy.
Well, I wonder if you're homeless, are you allowed to live on the beach? Or do they
Great
shoo you
question.
away because they're like, no, this is the beach tourists. Like, we don't want homeless taking over the beach.
I think they shoo you away.
Yeah.
Only because back in the day, my dad used to work not by the beach, but he'd work by the Intercoastal. It was the same kind of concept. You'd have homeless people trying to lay down by the little
Get like a
wall.
waterfront little pad.
Yeah, and you have to. You'd
yeah.
have to boot them out.
I mean, if you could do that, I might just start doing that today.
Well, if you're homeless and you have to live in a tent, definitely you want a waterfront tent.
That'd be amazing.
You would see
Yeah.
tents all over the beaches. That's why you don't see them, because you're not allowed to.
Okay.
I would imagine that's it. Yeah, because that might curb travel and tourism. So
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't know if you know this. My friend Justin is going through a terrible breakup.
Oh, I did not know.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
And so that's what my beach day on Sunday is about. We were taking him to the beach just to make him feel good and have a fun day
Yeah.
and, you know, get your mind off of it. It's a terrible thing to go through a breakup during quarantine because you can't get out there and meet other people like you normally would.
Yeah.
You know what they say about, you know, meeting new people. It's the best thing to do to get over somebody is get under somebody. But you can't do that during this time of COVID safely anyway. And so I was going to take him to the beach on Sunday and make that a happy day for him.
There's a lot of people that are going through it, you know, through this. In fact, I was looking at some data from dating.com, and they said that it's possible that twice as many couples have broken up this year compared to last year.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow, yeah, I can too. These are stressful times that test even the best of relationships.
Well, think about if you're on the fence with somebody. Yeah, you you like each other, but you're kind of like, I don't know if this is the one. You're on that fence being quarantined with them. If they annoy you, if you guys don't get along, of course you're going to want to break up.
And sometimes, too, you hurt the ones you love if you're frustrated with every other thing in your life that you can't control. And now you've got this person in your house that you can, like, emotionally vomit on. Maybe that is what you did, and it tore the relationship apart.
Yeah, I don't know how a lot of people feel, but I know for me, I could see this internalization happening where I'm in my house so much that I feel like a captive.
Yes.
Because you're just there and there's nowhere to go and you really can't go anywhere. And so you're there. And I think that sense of entrapment might carry over, and you're unfortunately thinking that it's your relationship that's making you feel trapped.
And it's not.
Keep in mind, it's the pandemic that has really kind of got you trapped, and it's playing mental games with you. And you're thinking, oh, I just feel trapped in this relationship, and people scamper to get out.
I mean, we're going into 7 months. Who would have thought that this would be the scenario when we first heard of this back in March?
I know, yeah.
I didn't think it'd be going on this long.
Weren't they saying 15 days to curb the spread? That was kind of it. It was like,
we're going to have this thing under control in a matter of weeks. Don't worry.
2 weeks, you guys stay at home, and it'll be good, and you get back to your normal life. And TikTok 7 months later, and you're like, okay.
And depending on what news you watch, the fall corona is going to be worse.
Well, I have a friend over in England, and he's sending me messages, and he's talking about the second wave that they're getting now.
That's what I'm talking about.
He said they are in a second wave.
Yeah.
He said they're shutting things back down again. I was like, no.
But if you talk about the second wave, you know what that means. Politically motivated.
Well, I don't understand all of that because I'm not a political person. I'm just telling you what my friend Matt T. Bonewell said on Facebook, who lives in the UK. He's a big KVJ listener.
Oh, that's cool.
He's giving me updates from overseas. If y'all got a problem with it, take it up with Maddie.
I want to be friends with Bonewell.
Bonewell's awesome. He's actually really cool.
Kind of sounds like a porn name.
That's a great name. What's up, Bonewell?
Bonewell in the UK.
Yeah.
Look him up. He's a really sweet KVJ nationer over there.
That's fantastic. Okay.
But they're in a second wave, according to him. So just be aware.
Different countries have handled it differently, and there's a lot of comparisons going on. There was yesterday as well. With Fauci and Congress and whatnot, talking about other countries and how they've handled it and what's going on with it. So, everybody's got a different opinion on it. They're all trying to figure it out.
There was some fireworks, Kev, as there
always
is.
Yeah, no, I saw that. There's always fireworks with this stuff. So, we'll see what it is. So, interesting things happen in everybody's life. It's just day by day. We're just trying to make it through, right?
That's right.
Smile at somebody, do something nice today. Let's get a little positivity going with our day.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, I will tell you about a crazy accident that happened to one of the stars of the show Cake Boss. Oh my gosh. If this happened to me, I would be losing my mind and passing out from just overwhelming pain. I'll tell you what he went through coming up in a sec. Before we get into that, Gigi Hadid had her baby.
Okay.
She and Zayn Malik welcomed their baby girl, who apparently is healthy and beautiful, and mama and baby are happy, so that's good news.
What, if you could right now make this switch and you could become that baby and give up your life, would you do it?
That baby is so set. Do you know, like, Gigi Hadid has all the modeling money. Zayn has all the musical money. But Gigi's dad is rich beyond what you can think of.
You're going to really most likely have a very privileged life. I mean, would you go back to baby age just to live that life and give up what you got today?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Okay.
I love where I am.
Yeah.
But I would encourage it for those that aren't happy in their life.
You might give it a second thought. Be like, okay.
It depends if you like your character. I like my life, so no. But if talk to me 20 years ago.
Some people probably jump right in. Some people probably go,
diaper me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I take it.
Dog the Bounty Hunter has a new fiance, and he finally is now talking some details. Now, we had told you about this crazy fiance, that Moon Angel chick, and nobody liked her, including Dog's kids.
Moon Angel doesn't sound like she's going to have some issues.
Moon Angel was a hot mess. Luckily, we got rid of Moon Angel, and now this new fiance, Francie, is good for Dog the Bounty Hunter, y'all.
How many times is he going to fall in love?
He falls hard. He falls fast.
He falls fast, he falls hard, and then, I don't know, man. I don't think Dog's doing it the right way right now.
I think Francie is good for him. So Francie makes him go to church, which he's never done. Francie got him eating salads, which he's never done. And Francie got him to quit smoking.
I guess I don't understand. Some of these guys, they get married 6, 7 different times.
I don't think Dog can be alone. I think Dog needs a woman.
Some people that way.
A good woman to hold him down and take care of him. Beth was that. Beth passed away. He's looking for his Beth.
A good woman balances out Dog.
Yes.
All right.
Some men, especially guys named Dog, need a woman. And finally, oh my gosh, you might not know this name. So the dude's name is Buddy. He's one of the stars of Cake Boss. And Buddy had a terrible accident, impaled while bowling.
What?
So, yeah, you think you probably need your hand if you're one of the Cake Boss people. And the worst thing that could happen to you is impaling your hand over and over. So you ever been bowling and like the ball gets like stuck in that thing that spits it back out?
Yes.
Well, obviously none of us with half a brain would put our hand in there and try to get the ball loose. But guess what Buddy did?
Buddy.
Put his hand in there, try to get the ball loose, but his hand got lodged and compressed as a metal rod slowly and repeatedly impaled his hand multiple times.
Yeah, one of my first field trips ever was at the bowling alley. I remember them making a big deal about not putting your hand in that thing because it's gonna mangle it. They scared us straight, man.
Yeah, this guy who's on Cake Boss, who might need his right hand, had to deal with this metal rod cutting through his hand.
Yeah, we got
and
it.
then
Okay.
his
Yeah,
friends had to then saw.
We get it.
we get it.
My
Yeah.
God.
I don't know. Yeah. I want to turn the station.
Yeah, I know. Making me want to flip the dial.
All right, so anyway, he's not going to
Yeah.
be making any cakes anytime soon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
More
Well,
cake and less hand injury. How about that?
that sounds like a good winning.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, it's kind of fun. There's a lot of interesting things going on now with advertising, and I think they're trying to inject in advertising that, be a brand, sound more organic. People relate to real people. You hear that in some of the commercials we even run here on this radio station. It's an effective tool right now, and there's right now this plumber that apparently is doing pretty interesting stuff with a local plumbing commercial. Okay, there you go.
More visual.
Yeah, it sounds like it might be. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's is that effective for you? That probably makes me not want to go there.
It's
use
busy.
their service.
It's busy. If it's TV, maybe it would work. Radio, I wouldn't recommend it.
How was his Arnold Schwarzenegger? Good.
It was a C.
It was
C to a B.
I give it a
C minus, maybe.
He's doing Arnold. He's doing an impersonation of people doing an impersonation.
But what a lot of people got to realize is that Arnold Schwarzenegger is about 30 years removed from being a massive star? 20, 30?
It is a little.
Yeah.
But who else can you
Anybody
imitate?
under the age of 40 might lose.
I don't know. Virginia, can you do a good Terminator?
No.
Come on, man. Give us a taste.
That clip was it was too busy and just a mess, and it actually turned me off.
Yeah.
And
not
that's
working with Virginia.
And that's coming from a person who just described how someone had a horrific hand injury in great detail.
Oh, I'm fascinated by hand injuries. That too much.
I can't do them. Hand injuries is like Nails on a chalkboard for me. I can't do it.
It's tough. The only thing worse is something around your groin.
Yes.
Yes.
Coming
okay.
up in your next dirt, I've got a penis injury.
Oh boy. All right. No impalement. No sawing or hacking, I hope.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Bird?
I thought this was pretty fascinating. A new study found the average American is filmed by security cameras 238 times a week or 34 times a day without even realizing it.
Yeah,
that includes 160 times while driving, 40 times at work, 24 times while shopping, 14 times in your own neighborhood. And it's kind of rough.
I've often wondered that,
Yeah, I totally believe it.
And I always talk about on those murder specials where, the murderer thinks they've gotten away with it. And maybe they think maybe there's no cameras around where the murder happened, but they catch the murderer driving away from that area on another camera, and that's how they do it.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating
piece
stuff.
by piece. It to me, and I know some people are just freaked out for whatever reason about Big Brother watching them. They're like, don't watch me. But to me, unless something happens, I don't feel like they really watch you. And I feel like there's a lot more benefit to it, because if a kid is snatched, if there is a perpetrator in a crime, you can start piecing together one camera to the next, and you see it now in crime specials. I'm sure exactly that's how it works. They know where all the cameras are on a street. You take any busy street in South Florida, and I'm sure somebody that's an investigator could say, there's a camera here, there's a camera there, it has this angle, those angles, da-da-da. They immediately can get the access to those cameras and start saying, okay, they took a left here, they're on I-95 now. And, to me, the benefit of that and how quickly you can act, because that's the one thing they say, right? If somebody's snatched, like, you've got, 24 hours?
Right.
Likely to get to them, and so time is of the essence.
Well, there's a case where a mom had her daughter, and the thing you have on your front door, whatever that ring camera.
Ring doorbell.
So the ring doorbell catches the car and the guy grabbing the woman's kid and putting it in the car. They get the license plate because of that camera, and they find the little girl alive the next day with the sex offender. He was going to do terrible things.
Sure.
And because of that camera, they pieced it together and caught the guy.
That's why I think a lot of people are going to have two reactions to this story, either way positive or way negative. And I just kind of notice in my own life, it seems like when I have conversations with people that I think are already kind of shady, they hate thinking that somebody could be watching them everywhere they go.
More cameras is where I'm going.
The more suspicious a person, the more they are against this. I don't want anybody watching where I'm going.
Yeah.
Live a boring life like me and you don't care.
People in the chat room are reminding me, and I love this channel on the ID, or I love this show on the ID channel. It's See No Evil. It's very, very good. If you like crime, it's real stories. It shows you how they catch these murderers and how they solve the crime.
Yeah. So it is fascinating, but there's the exact numbers. I agree with you. I love that story I saw today about how many cameras do capture you in a day.
And now if we could just get that stat, how many times have we walked by a serial killer or, a murderer that's been killing people?
I think somebody broke down the math on that for us,
They
too.
did. We just talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Was that an official?
I think it was 11.
Was that an official article or was that a KVJ Nationer?
What it was, no, it wasn't an official article, but what they did was they looked at all the numbers, the stats, and they broke down 3 different resources and said, well, if you can extrapolate and trust these numbers, then this would be the average. And I think it was 11 or something like that.
That's
I can't remember what
still
show it was.
Yeah, I think it was
in your
11.
lifetime. Yeah,
That's a
in your
lot.
lifetime. Yeah, they said that would be the average. It's fascinating stuff. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, hopefully today we start getting some answers. So we're going to go over to MD now and take that antibody test.
Ooh, okay.
And find out if the people on the KVJ show that never tested positive for coronavirus were just asymptomatic or if they actually had it. So me, Jay Bird, and Dennys are going to have the antibody test done and also a blood work panel just to see what's going on. It's a good idea.
The antibodies really not even what I'm concerned about. I mean, that's cool. It's icing on the cake. I just want my blood work done.
Oh, okay. Just for general health.
But you can get a lot of answers from, just doing a blood work panel and see what's going on with you. And if you want it too, we can get the flu shot. So I think I'm going to do that too while we're there.
Okay.
Might as well.
Get poked a lot.
I'm a pass on the flu shot.
I get it every year because 3 years ago, Rocco got the flu and gave it to Panda, and those two were down for the count. And I saw the flu just annihilate Panda.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm getting the flu shot. Even if it's only 40% effective, I don't care.
Any chance you take it in your neck?
No chance.
Okay.
I think it's the arm, the upper arm.
Well, that's where the wimps take it.
Yeah, we're going to be poked a lot today, aren't we?
We are.
How many needles you thinking?
Well, you got to do the blood draw, and you'll do the blood panel draw and the antibody draw. So it's probably at least 4 vials, I would say.
I gotta drink a ton of water because I've gone in before dehydrated and they can't get the vein, and then they're just poking you left and right. The blood's not coming out. That's a good rule for all of us. Go in there very, very lubricated on the inside.
Yeah, drink a lot and don't be cold either. You want to be like kind of warm.
Really? Okay. I didn't know. I know how you prep yourself for blood work.
I am an expert at it because I have tiny baby veins that are down low.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some BAVs.
Bitch ass veins.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So today we'll do the work, and then maybe next week we'll have the answers. I'm just so curious how, Kevin and Suits had the coronavirus, and Virginia, Jason, and Dennys did not. I mean, we're basically in each other's laps.
Yeah.
It's just weird to me, and I want to know.
Everything about it is confusing. It
Right?
really is. It's just really kind of crazy. I mean, I guess the only thing we could suspect is that, we had the mutual mic here for Suits and I that we use throughout the course of a day.
The other thing I want to throw, it's part of the same kind of conversation, sort of. We're going to be in the Jupiter area, correct? Mm-hmm. If anyone knows of a good pizza area in the Jupiter, maybe a little north of Jupiter, let me know where the best pizza is over there. I haven't been over there in a while.
And Blaze is right next to MD now.
I love Blaze. I've had Blaze before. I'm looking for something different, something to really kick me on my butt here.
Okay.
Yeah, Jupiter, maybe even the Stewart area. We're going to be up that area, so.
Wow. Okay. So you're going to go out of your way to get one, huh?
Where should people send pizza suggestions?
Pizza Hunt is what I'm on, and pizza is what I desire. I want something new.
Pizza Hunt, okay.
It's the Pizza Hunt. Sometimes it's the hunt that's the most satisfying.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're really going after if you're going from Jupiter to Stewart just to get a pie. That's impressive.
It's only 15, 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, one way.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
40 minutes round trip, but that's dedication.
We need some experiences around here.
Okay. All right. I'm impressed with that. Yeah, I saw when you're talking about the symptoms, and that's the crazy thing. You hear about the asymptomatic people that are walking around with it. They say, though, 80% of people who are infected with COVID-19 will have at least one symptom.
Okay.
So that's it. And, I read that, and I'm still perplexed with my COVID diagnosis. I had the cough, and I don't know if I had...
You had a headache.
I did have a headache.
And you had a pretty prolific cough. I mean, it was a good, hearty cough.
But it's a bronch cough. I have a bronch cough for 2 to 3 weeks when I have it, and it's par for that. And then that's the whole mystery with mine.
I think you had bronch and COVID, and I don't know which one came first.
But then I'm wondering if the only symptom I had for COVID was a headache. And then I don't even know if that could have just been a headache.
It's definitely possible, but I think you had COVID cough too.
Okay. Who knows?
Yeah, I think that's how Suits and you passed it back and forth.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. I think I'm going to do the antibodies test soon, see if I got it, see what happens.
Look, we got a party going. We have an antibody party going on today. There's going to be pizza involved. Let us know if you want.
I know, right? There's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff going on there.
Not pizza during the blood draw, but after.
You got to make, I hate doing medical things, so I got to make it fun. It's got to be a Pizza Hunt involved here. I know I sound like I'm 6. I want a lollipop after.
They will give you a lollipop.
What I got on my mind, so happy this morning. I was watching the Heat game because, it's on too late for me. So I go to bed, I get up, they have it running on ESPN in the morning, and I'm watching it with great optimism because the Celtics, the Heat have been doing great in this, but I felt like they snatched 2 wins that maybe they didn't deserve. And I'm like, going, okay, are the Celtics a better team? And I'm watching, and the Heat are maintaining a lead. And even into halftime, I'm like, this is great. I'm in the third quarter. I'm watching the game this morning, and I'm doing show prep, getting ready. And then, of course, the score pops right in front of my eyes. I'm like, oh, and it ruined. Yeah, that's the problem with my strategy on how to watch professional sports the next morning is it always comes up into your face. But the good news is the Miami Heat won last night, beat the Celtics 112-109. And as I was watching the game and reading the reviews of it, it wasn't one of those things where you felt like we're just getting lucky to be in this game. It felt like when I watched it, what I heard and saw, Miami Heat were driving the bus. They look good. They're up 3-1 now on the Celtics.
Wow.
They win 112-109 last night. They've only got to win one more game, and they go to the NBA Finals, where they'll probably face LeBron James in the LA Lakers, which would be a great story.
Yeah.
And I even saw an ESPN poll, and that is the matchup that America wants most. They want the Heat, and they want the Lakers, and so I'm rooting for that too. What it was last night, a rookie player, Tyler Hero. If this guy were in college, he'd still be...
His name is Hero?
His name is Hero. His last name is Hero. He's designed for this.
Too much pressure, man. That's too much.
He can handle it. The greats can handle it, and he might be one of the greats. If he were still in college, he'd only be a junior.
Wow.
That's how young this kid is. I think he's 20 years old, has 37 points last night in the game. Couldn't miss.
Dang.
Just couldn't miss. And they were just saying, the ball has to touch his hands every time down the court for the Heat. They were like, he'd throw it up over his shoulder, over his back, just behind his legs, just whatever. Everything went in for this guy. 37 points. No rookie has scored more in a conference finals game. So he made history last night.
Dang.
He's a 20-year-old hero for the Miami Heat. And, man, I feel pumped and great about them going to the NBA Finals now. There's no way it's not going to happen. I'll say that.
Good deal.
I'll say that. Dolphins, Not as pumped with what I've seen with the Dolphins so far. They play tonight in Jacksonville.
You can't win them all, Kev. You got the Heat. Focus on that.
Yeah, before the season I was making some bold predictions. I'm like, there's no way the Dolphins don't win 10 games. And now I would say there's probably no way the Dolphins don't lose 10 games.
Do I have to get my cheerleading outfit out again?
They're bad. They're not. Their defense is terrible.
This is every year, though.
When I was watching that Bills game, you could tell they had no chance of stopping the Bills. Like their defense, and I looked at the numbers, the stats, they're pretty much at the bottom of every category.
Remember last year?
They're terrible.
Kevin was saying, this is the worst Dolphins team ever. They're not going to win a single game. Every year I hear that it's the worst ever.
They're bad. It's bad right now. It's 2 games in. They lose to a 1-1 Jags team tonight that was supposed to be bad.
Are they 0-2?
They're 0-2. And this time tomorrow, I could be talking about how they're 0-3. And I hope I'm not. If they're not going to snatch a win tonight, I think you're just looking at another pathetically terrible season for the Dolphins.
I got to get my cheerleading outfit out again.
We're heading that way. I didn't think we were going to be here, man. I was like, it's a new attitude. It's a new look.
Your girl's a little skinnier this year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to work it.
You look great in it.
I'm going to work it.
If they lose tonight, warm it up for tomorrow.
Okay.
It's not looking good. 8:20 tonight, the Dolphins play the Jags on the NFL Network. Well, yesterday we were talking about which one is better. We gave our thoughts on all these topics, and then we let you sound off. And Twitter polls all day yesterday on the KVJ Show Twitter. If you're not on it yet, go and follow at KVJ Show. One that may have been the most controversial was cake or pie. Boy, we really... that was, we all, I think, pretty much went cake, but it's a strong argument for pie. And the more I talked about it, I'm not even making sense in my arguments because I just rattled off 10 pies that I love, and I maybe said 3 cakes, but I then went with cake.
And we spent some time on that segment.
I know we did.
That was a good 6 or 7
Well,
minutes.
it deserved it. That's just what you do.
You're right, though. I was definitely cake, and you kept on making all these points about pie. I'm like, dang.
I just don't feel like pie gets the love it deserves after we expanded on it.
So after we talked about it yesterday, I got a lot of messages, especially some that I got from somebody named Zach. Mm-hmm. Look at that. That's cake and pie in one. Do you see that? There's cake and pie. I'm putting it on KVJ TV.
Now, how is that? Explain that, how it is.
It's layers of pie.
Okay.
Layers of cake. Frosting in the middle.
Okay.
And it's beautiful.
That
one is like a pumpkin with a spice cake, and then a pecan pie with a white cake, and it's 4 layers. And then you've got a cherry pie with a strawberry shortcake pie and a strawberry shortcake cake.
What would it be called? What would you call that? Would it be like kapai?
Pike?
I'm a fan of anything deeper than 3 layers.
I mean, these are all 4 layers. These are beautiful. You can put frosting in the middle and do a layer of pie, a layer of cake, a layer of pie, a layer of cake.
Yeah.
I've always supported cakes with 4 more layers. I've always supported 3-liter soda.
Yeah, like a 7-layer cake you would love.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, right. Doing it right. Well, cake is preferred over pie by the KVJ audience, 70% to 30%.
That's weird because I'm talking sweet stuff, bakery stuff with a guy named Zach in our chat room. I wonder if it's the same Zach.
Probably is. Zach is a passionate man about pastry.
Zach S. He works in the Publix bakery. You're talking about Zach who's making cakes. I don't know what's going on here.
Zach, you are our people.
Some of the other things that we had up yesterday for people to debate. Cinderella is better than Snow White, 62 to 38% on the vote there.
Wow.
Yeah. She's got the better story. I mean,
maybe that's what it is. I think it's the story. I went shallow. I went straight up carnal looks. What a pig I am.
Carnal.
I'm a pig. I get it.
Yeah.
He's carnal about his Disney.
You had swimming over sunbathing, 78 to 22%.
Yeah.
You had for shopping, 71% prefer online going to the mall. 71 and 29%.
Especially now.
Yeah, I guess for a lot of people, and yeah, some stuff is still shut down, but you know, when you're not in a pandemic, I think I was one of the rare ones because I just kind of like the experience of it. And for me, what I enjoy seeing everything kind of like on the rack. I like the people watching, and we always tie like an appetizer and a beverage, you know, into either the front end or the back end. And so I kind of look forward to that. You know, I'm like, oh, cool.
There is something to be said, too, for trying things on.
Yeah.
Shoes especially.
Yeah.
I just bought some really cute shoes, and they're kind of a half a size too small. I spent a lot of money on them, though, so I'm wearing them. But if I would have tried these on in the store, I would have got the next half size bigger.
I bought a sweet Bigfoot shirt, and then I tried it on. I was a large. I put it on. It looked like I had a tube top on. My bosom is very, very bountiful in this shirt. It was not a good look.
It's good to have. It's good to know. You're right.
It's not a good look for a dude.
Well, it's not.
Here's the thing, part of my bias against online, what you were saying too. For Christmas, like my one good present was a pair of shoes. They were too small. They got sent back, and I never got a replacement. So basically, I just didn't get a gift. So it's like, that's why if I'd have been at the store, I don't get anything if it goes online. Because if it doesn't fit, there's no replacement. It's just gone, baby.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin.
So
did you ever ask about the replacement?
No. I've been like, all right, just, you know.
He doesn't complain about that kind of stuff.
And when it's like these pair of shoes that I have on right now absolutely fall apart, I'll get a replacement.
I know you don't like to make waves with the queen or with anybody.
Yeah.
But I would have just been like, hey, what happened to my shoes? I really liked them. I wish you would have got me the next size like we talked about.
But you also will stay on the phone for 45 minutes just to clear up a $3 discrepancy.
I don't know about 3, but I will stay on the phone.
Yeah.
You've stayed on the phone for an amount where I thought it did not.
I stayed on the phone for $5.99 a month.
I
did.
Yeah. So, you know, when I need another pair, I'll get them. But yeah, that's how I'm like going. I think maybe that's part of the taint I have against online shopping.
It's not unfair to say that stuff comes in the mail and it's just not perfectly fitting.
Right. Or you get a sports jersey from China and both letters fall off of it when you take it out of the box.
Well, they got these pizza underwear, and if you go too small, it's going to be too tight in your crotch. If
your pepperoni.
If you go too big, it's going to look like you just have a bunch of calzones in your pants.
Yeah.
So you got to buy, double underwear? Probably.
Double underwear. Sounds hot.
Just in case it doesn't, the size isn't the right one.
Mm-hmm. And then which one is better, cardio or weights? Cardio winning out right now, 57% to 43%. I was a weights guy yesterday talking about that, so I'm missing the mark on a lot of these.
But ever since you lost a lot of your muscle, our meathead numbers have gone down drastically.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, they can't buy into this program anymore.
I think our manager even broke those numbers down for us.
Did you see Ryan Seacrest was posting yesterday his new weight thing? He's working out barefoot on an incline thing, doing curls, and you and Ryan kind of have like similar trim bodies now.
Okay.
Similar trim, but he's getting the muscle.
Yeah. I'm trying to ramp back up into that a little bit.
He's doing it barefoot on an incline.
Okay.
Kevin's the South Florida Ryan Seacrest?
Kind of. You're without the money or
without
the fame.
The only similarity is a radio show.
The only similarity is you both are skinny and gaunt.
Yes. That's our connection. Talking about weight loss, what is this thing? It's like Nomo or something like that. Have you guys seen this online? They have ads for it, but they don't really tell you about how the weight loss works.
Nomo?
Yeah, it's something like that. And I'm like, okay, what is this thing? I can't even figure out what it is. It is some kind of like a weight loss deal. And I'm like, all right, what is this even all about?
And you're seeing it where?
It's on, like, for instance, like I do my language app. It's just an advertisement that keeps popping up. It seems like whatever platform I go to.
So I went on Google and it says Nomo is a sobriety tracking app, and I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the name wrong.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want a sobriety tracking app.
Sober October's coming up. Maybe they're trying to get people on board.
That's what it is. Noom. N-O-O-M.
Okay.
Is what it is. Yeah, it just and I look at the commercials and they're so vague on what it actually is.
It uses psychology to help you build new habits to crush your goals in the gym or to get healthy.
Crush your goals.
Okay.
Noom. Okay.
Interesting, because it shows like they're pouring a beer and they're eating pizza and all this stuff, and they're going, "Look how skinny I am," and I'm like, "Wait, what's going on? What is this all about?"
I don't want to speak for you, V, but I want to crush some dreams.
Yeah.
Crush my goals.
Crush dreams or crush goals?
Both. My goals in the gym.
Well, if you're doing the opposite of Noom, a lot of suggestions about pizza, Jaybird. Somebody said Pusatari's Pizza in Stewart, original thin crust, Chicago pizza. It is worth the drive.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. That's
Chicago's the thick pizza.
I know. Virginia mansplaining Chicago pizza to me.
Brooklyn Joe's is the best pizza place in Stewart.
Brooklyn is the thin pizza. Bird, you know?
Salerno Pizza in Port Salerno.
I've heard about Salerno. A lot of people have told me about that one. I haven't tried it.
Crafty Crust in Tequesta.
Do you know that?
I do know Crafty Crust, so that's one of our staples.
Can you vouch?
I can vouch. They have great beers. They have great pizza. The kids love Crafty Crust.
Describe their pizza.
So it's not thick, but it is good. It's more on the thinner side.
Okay.
They get a little burnt edges, which I love. I love a crispy edge.
So many suggestions. I still want to do that day where we wake up early and it's just a pizza day. You go to 30 different pizza shops, but you only have one slice per place.
Well, Noom over here is not
slices in a day.
Well, okay, we'll dial it down.
Wow.
We'll do 20.
That's impressive. Somebody said Al Forno in Jupiter is the best pizza place.
Al Forno, that's his name.
I think so. ALFORNO.
Okay.
All right, I'm writing some.
I believe it's
down.
Italian, but it could be a guy named Al.
Al.
Somebody said County Line Pizza off of Donald Ross Road.
I do know County Line Pizza. I've had them, and they're very good.
La Forcetta in Stewart. Buffalo Chicken Pizza is great. Vinny's in Jupiter. Nancy's Pizza in Stewart. So there's a lot of suggestions there for you, Jay Bird, taking your pizza trip today.
Wow, well, thank you. Very excited.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be busy.
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm actually excited to go to the doctors now.
And somebody texted in and said, yeah, my sister uses Noom. She lost 30 pounds in 4 months, is allowed to drink, eat whatever she wants. Just helps portion and control diet and exercise.
Huh.
It's a lifestyle diet app.
Virtual coaching. Oh, here's how they get you. 14-day trial. I wonder how much it costs for Noom.
And then you try to get out of it. Oh, you've been
I know.
re-signed up for 6 months.
For life. Yeah. So there you go. I love how we wrap dieting and pizza all into the same segment. And welcome to the KVJ Show. Jabber got himself on a little bit of a pizza kick on his trip today to do some medical work. He's going to find himself a nice little pizza joint. So a lot of people threw in tons of suggestions. Thank you for that.
So many. I got pizza vertigo in the brain.
That was nice of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, South Florida's got a lot of great pizza places. I mean, I think pretty much everywhere in America does, but yeah, we've got definitely no shortage of pizza. Wherever you want to go, each town has it.
I am so excited to get our Power of Pizza going. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps asking me about it.
Yeah, if people don't know exactly what the Power of Pizza is, you could get a pizza party delivered to your door by Jaybird, and all you got to do is listen to the KVJ Show. Download the WRMF app right now. It's free. And listen that way. If you put in 1 hour a time, you'll get one entry for the pizza party. You can go to WRMF.com and the same thing.
And I believe I signed one Delicious Vicious V for this thing because I ordered you a couple pizza dresses, and those things have got to go on somebody.
Yeah, just let me know when it's happening. When's the first pizza delivery going down? I think it's next Friday.
Yeah, I
Friday, the 2nd of October.
It's confirmed you're going, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so jump on it.
We signed the witch.
There you go. That's some big stuff. So go and listen to the KVJ Show 1 hour, get you one entry, and your pizza is going to be coming to you hot, fresh, delicious from Das Craft Beer and Pizza on Singer Island Beach at Ocean Walk. They also have 70-plus craft beer choices. So beautiful stuff. I know you'd had a question you'd asked me about a pizza place in Delray, Death by Pizza. You'd said that they sell out every day. It's like a sourdough, Detroit-style pizza.
They're saying in minutes this pizza is selling out. They've created such a hype around this pizza, and I'm just trying to figure out, is it really that good, or is this a marketing strategy that they've nailed?
Could be where maybe it's limited. Some people like it. It's unique. I don't know exactly what a Detroit-style pizza is.
I don't know either.
They look kind of like almost a pan version of pizza.
Yeah, it's usually a pan, and it's like the thicker pan. That's you. Every time I've seen a Detroit style, that's what it is.
Yeah, if you want to get it, it's actually the walk-up window of Two Fat Cookies Bakery. It is, if you know Delray at all, you've got Atlantic, and then you've got the crossroads where Salt 7 is right there. It's pretty much, it's my favorite little area. Park Tavern is right in that little complex. If you just kind of go right around the corner from Salt, it's basically right in there.
And it's a bakery?
Yeah, it's Two Fat Cookies Bakery, but they have the Death by Pizza kind of tagged into it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I had read that there's a waiting list for this thing, and I'm just trying to, is the pizza that good? Has anyone had it?
Yeah.
Is it worth the wait?
They say it's the hottest pizza window in Delray Beach.
And it makes it sound like Death by Pizza. Does that mean it's hot? Or is it just that's the name of it?
Maybe you just want to eat so much you would just keep going until you died. I don't know.
Because usually isn't death kind of
bad?
Well, yes.
I'm trying to avoid that this fall.
But if you had to die, and we're all going to do it, wouldn't you like to die by pizza, Bird?
But they do those death wings, and those are usually super, super hot. And then I thought I saw in the picture it had some jalapeno. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There's some input for you.
It piqued my interest.
It's kind of curious here. Just a thought. That Budweiser House, the House of Budweiser, it's being dubbed now. It's on Lucerne Lakes Boulevard East in Lake Worth Beach. It's gone national. It's the 815 square foot condo where the guy that had lived there, he just recently passed. He's a lifelong Budweiser drinker. I guess his dad was too. He would drink Budweiser. He'd wash out the cans. He'd dry them, and then he would hang them on his wall. And it was done, kind of in an artistic way. It does look kind of cool.
In some of the rooms, it is the wallpaper. Like the whole entire wall.
Ceiling, everything.
Yeah. Like it's crazy the amount of dedication.
Yeah. And so the whole condo is that way, and it's up for sale for $100,000. And Budweiser jumped in and said, if you buy it, and do not disturb the decor. You can't take down the Budweiser cans. They will keep your refrigerator stocked for life with beer.
Wow.
So it's basically Budweiser beer for life if you stay in what is now dubbed the House of Budweiser in Lake Worth.
Is there a cap on how much beer you can get?
Not that I know of. I mean, hey, if they keep your fridge stocked for life, I'd say, hey, okay.
Of course,
Fascinating.
The beer gremlin asks how much beer you can
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
What is the maximum allowance of beer? Because, I mean,
There's always fine print, Virginia.
I could get a few friends together and we could do some serious damage.
Speaking of getting some friends together, what are you doing this weekend?
I told you I'm having a beach day on Sunday.
Well, that's just one day. What about Friday, Saturday?
I promised Panda some loving on Saturday. You can't come to that.
Got to schedule it?
Hot.
Yeah.
When you have kids, you kind of got to plan ahead because these kids, they like to throw you curveballs.
8:10 to 8:24.
I think that'd be perfect for Virginia.
Yeah, she'd love it. Maybe 9 minutes too long, but
Yeah.
interesting. Well, what would you hang on your wall for a lifetime supply of?
Oh, boy.
Because I could imagine if you had a pizza place that you loved and you just took the pizza boxes and built basically your entire house.
I would do champagne.
The pizza box idea is absolutely genius, and I would do that in a heartbeat if it was the right deal.
If more places started doing this and offering up and saying, hey, if you would decorate the entire interior of your home with something, we would give you a lifetime supply, there'd be a lot of things that I think people would start tacking on their walls.
Heck yeah.
I would turn my living room into a whatever pizza place that I loved. I would turn that into all the boxes. I love that idea.
Champagne bottles would actually look cool if you had
Yeah.
those and you kind of inverted them, and you could do a lot of artistic stuff with champagne bottles. Imagine that.
Totally.
If
You could make a chandelier from
Yes, you
champagne
could.
bottles. That would look awesome.
Yes, you could. So I don't know if you could, jump on this and then send it to the company and be like, hey, by the way.
Look what Budweiser did. Y'all want to step up?
Right. If other companies would do it, what would you put on your walls? Okay. Yesterday, I whiffed on some of the birthdays. Apologize for that. We did run them down on the After the Show podcast yesterday. There's a couple others. Somebody said, could you please do a birthday announcement for Amelia, turning 6? That's from yesterday, Mommy and Ethan.
Amelia!
And also, my kids and I are huge fans of your show. Love to wish a beautiful Ava very happy 13th birthday from Mom, Dad, Patrick, and Grandma.
Ava.
And the After the Show podcast, you can get that on the WRMF app. You can also watch it on YouTube. I think I got to it pretty early in that, so I whiffed yesterday. The ones that we got for today, you got Zoe having a birthday. You're such a wonderful person. Deserve all the good things in the world. Have fun at Magic Kingdom from Sabrina. And a happy 40th to my sister, Virginia. Maybe since 2020 sucks, we can celebrate next year, so I guess you'll still be 39 this year. Love your brother, Gonzi.
Yeah, COVID birthdays shouldn't count. I like that.
Right. There you go. All right. Want to get a birthday into the KVJ show? I'll ignore. Mail at kvjshow.com.
Oh, damn.
I'm just kidding.
Damn,
I won't
Kevin.
let that happen again. That was my bad yesterday. mail at kvjshow.com is all you got to do if you want to get your birthday right here on the KVJ show. Bird, this is some great news for you. Apparently, they admit that they have made a mistake. Cereal is just not what cereal used to be.
Amen. We need more sugar. We need more cereal in the boxes as well. They got to go back to the unhealthy way of making cereal. And if you don't like it, don't buy it.
They are.
Good
news.
Thank you.
General Mills has basically admitted that their cereals don't taste as good as they used to. They got rid of the artificial flavors and the extra sugar, thinking this is what America needed. And obviously, the only reason they're doing this, they must have taken a massive sales hit. And so they say that they are permanently bringing back you got to love this. If you had 2 words, 80s taste.
80s taste.
I mean, if there ever was a phrase for you.
That's a way of living.
That's
an attitude.
80s taste. I saw that. I'm like, I mean, does that describe anybody better in America than Jay Bird?
No.
80s taste.
It's always my complaint when you see these fast food places and they try to get all healthy and they change up all of this stuff and then they lose their hardcore fans like myself and realize, why are we losing all of these people? Why are we losing all of these fans? Because we know what we're doing when we go into a fast food. We know we're eating bad. Give us what we want. If you don't want it, don't go to the drive-thru.
Well, I tell you, I think they probably go, well, let's look at somebody like Kevin. He's not eating our cereal, so we need to take away some sugar and the artificial, all that kind of stuff. Virginia doesn't like it either. And then they realize, I'm not going to eat the cereal cereal anyway.
Right.
So go ahead and make it for Bird because he's going to love it and need it. Like, I'm not going to buy your stuff anyway.
That's true.
And you can live in both worlds because I know I'll get 4 emails. Bird, you're promoting terrible health habits for children. You can eat terrible cereal and still exercise and still get your veggies and all of that other crap you need and still have your awesome Fruity Pebbles.
Is this not the cereal version of New Coke? If you're old enough to get that reference, you old, but it really is, where they change a recipe and then they're like, okay, we got to go back. That's exactly what Coca-Cola did in the 80s too. And so General Mills is finding out that was not the right move. So the 80s taste is coming back for Trix, Cocoa Puffs, Golden Grahams, and Cookie Crisp.
Big fan of the Golden Grahams. Out of all of them, Golden Grahams took the worst hit in taste.
It did.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they say the retro recipes are going to be hitting stores now. Now, I don't know if they're going to do... I remember Coca-Cola made the mistake of trying to put both products on the shelf for a while. You remember you had classic Coke and then you had new Coke, and then they're like, all right, no one's getting the new Coke.
Nobody.
Here's the thing, though. Are they doing this just to create some hype? Are they going to go back to the healthy way after 6 months?
I don't think so.
All right, good.
I mean, Coke didn't go back to new Coke.
No, everybody poo-pooed the new Coke.
Yeah, they left that in the rearview mirror, and they said, all right, let's just try to act like that didn't happen. Yet, 30 years later, small DJs are still bringing it up on the radio.
Well, it just goes to show you, even the greats, like your Coca-Cola, can make a big snafu.
You swing and you miss. You swing and you miss. There's a lot of people that are trying different things right now. You know, you got to always try to keep innovating. Reese's is doing something which seems like a no-brainer. I told you earlier, I guess it was last week now, they were going to be doing the Reese's peanut butter cups with pieces of chips mixed in, potato chips.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was down for that.
It's a good move.
This week they announced they're going to do the same thing, but with pretzels. So it'll be the peanut butter cups with chunks of pretzels in there, if that's your jam. You're less excited about that, I can tell.
I just feel like pretzel is such a boring, kind of a bully. It's a, I don't know. It's just a passerby. It's there just.
It's almost like a vehicle. It's kind of like if you're one of those people, you'll get vegetables, but it's just a vehicle to get ranch dressing into your mouth.
Yeah, and they always overdo the pretzel part. They don't do
too much pretzel.
Too much pretzel, man.
If you're talking about a chocolate-covered pretzel, chocolate's clearly the star.
It is the star. There's no debating that. The chocolate's the star. But what I really don't like is when they put regular pretzel in the mix and they don't even cover that in chocolate. It's just regular pretzel.
What a
How
foul,
dare they?
I know.
Publix does these chocolate-covered pretzels with peanut butter filling.
Oh, Virginia, I know what you talk about.
Those are good.
Those are really, really good. And
They're
I gained weight on them.
expensive AF. They're not cheap.
You can go through a whole box of those in a day.
Yeah, they're good.
In a day, huh?
Well, they have whatever that thing is where you have to keep, even if you're full, even if you feel like you're gonna throw up.
Yeah.
I can eat one more.
I should keep going.
If I feel like I'm going to throw up, I do stop.
I don't, and that shows you the power of that product.
Yeah, I should keep going.
I want a Ralph all over the floor.
Some of us want it more, Virginia.
Couple of notes in the fast food world for you. McDonald's looks like they are done with the all-day breakfast menu.
Why?
Really?
Yeah. Why? The reason why is during the pandemic, they, were having issues with it. People were not traveling as much, and apparently that threw things off, and they stopped serving the all-day breakfast. And now a lot of the stores are saying, you know what, we're a lot more efficient, not having to mess with it, and so they're requesting that they not bring it back.
It must not be selling. It's money. It's all about money.
I don't know. I can't speak on the finances, but as a fan, I don't agree with it.
Don't like it, huh?
No, of course not.
Sometimes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you just want a McGriddle.
We always had breakfast for dinner in our family. That was a big thing for us. I just like having things always available on a menu.
Yeah, it seemed like people liked it, but you're right. Money talks.
Yep.
Burger King is doing a ridiculously cheap snack box. If you got their app, you can get a cheeseburger, fries, nuggets, and a drink for $2.
That's a fantastic deal.
$2?
$2.
How are they making money?
Don't know. I guess they figure that it's basically a marketing expense to get people to download and start using their app, so they'll take it in the chin that way, and they probably write it off as a marketing cost.
And a lot of that stuff isn't that expensive to make anyway.
Yeah, they're probably not losing a ton, and if it gets people to download the app and
Now, Burger King, that's sexy. You got me going.
Okay.
Now.
All
Yeah, $2. That's a great deal.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, big product. And one other thing I saw here too, which I think is worth a mention. This is just genius, man. When you come up with a product like this, you know, one of the problems, I love burritos. Burritos can get messy though. And if you have on a certain style of clothes or you're working, you're like, I would love a burrito, but I don't want to wear a burrito the rest of the day. And that might happen. Well, now there is a new product out there that will basically treat your burrito like it is a tube of chapstick.
Wait, what?
Okay, follow me on this.
It's a plastic outer.
It is a plastic outer shell. It's a tube for your burrito. You put your burrito in it, and then you twist the bottom, and slowly your burrito starts to pop up so you can eat it. The casing keeps it all intact. Anything that falls into the tube. It's way less messy, a lot more convenient. You know, and sometimes too, I've had a burrito, and you can tell it's not going to survive. And so you're so gingerly trying to eat it, and in ways that you're trying to nibble this way and trying to keep it together, and you almost can't even enjoy the burrito because you're so focused on not having the burrito explode all over your lap that you kind of miss the enjoyment. And having it in a tube, you just crank that baby up and you just nibble, 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 nibble. You're fine. It's holding it all in place. It does the work you would have to. So now all your focus can go on the enjoyment of the burrito.
You eliminate a lot of the burrito stress, but you are going to still have some burrito stress because stuff that falls out of the top is still going to be tricky.
I like doing those baby nibbles though. You can see it and identify them. You start
like a rabbit.
It's almost like a game. You have to play what is going to fall out of my burrito in the next bite, and then you have to go over and strategically, softly nibble that out.
I'm old school with my burrito. I like that burrito all up in my face. I when it gets messy, you make a little pile and you eat it like soup.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I didn't figure you'd have the same worries as like a guy in a business suit that has a meeting at 2:00 after lunch. You know,
I'm still a little different.
Yeah.
Some people not scared of a stain.
No, being messy, that ain't a problem for him. If this is something you like, there actually is a Kickstarter campaign. You can pre-order one of your burrito eating tubes.
How much?
$28.
That's not bad.
That's a little high.
I don't know. To be a food peacocker, hey, look at my burrito tube. I get it. It's a good price point. Okay.
I don't agree. That's a little high.
Okay, too much for you. You're out, huh?
Anything more than $12, I'm out.
All right, Virginia's done. You ain't getting her money.
Come on, it's a plastic tube. Let's get real here.
I know, but it's so basic and genius, though, isn't it?
It is basic and genius, but it probably costs $1 to manufacture. Okay,
probably.
I'm not paying that much.
But how many products are there out there that probably cost $1 to manufacture that you spent $30 on in your life?
Not startups.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think it's a conversation piece. It gets people talking.
You would peacock if you had a burrito tube and nobody else had this?
I don't agree with it in my personal life when I'm eating a burrito, but I do agree with it if you're having a burrito party.
Okay, all right. Well, it'd be a tough. Could you imagine Virginia in the Shark Tank?
Well,
tough.
I mean, I think you just have to make it affordable for people in these times.
Okay.
I thought that was a good price point.
Okay.
I deal in a lot of goofy novelty stuff. That's right in the pocket.
And one quick random question about food. Text into us. Question for you guys. Got new neighbors, just moved next door. We wanted to bake them a dessert, but because of the pandemic, do you think that's a bad idea? Would you guys eat it?
Yes, I would.
I would not. I would not give any new neighbors any edible gifts right now.
What's the difference between that and ordering food?
Why don't you just do this? Put a bottle of wine on their doorstep with a little card and note and a bow around it.
What if they're an AA? And now you have this whole thing with everyone can eat pie or cake.
Yeah, just make sure whatever you give them is packaged by the manufacturer.
Okay.
Home-baked goods from people you don't know, probably not the best gift right now.
Gotcha. Okay, so make it wrapped.
I would say make it homemade.
Okay. All right, differing opinions. Exact opposite.
Different opinions.
It depends upon who you're moving next to. Move next to Virginia?
Yeah.
I mean, if you had a neighbor
they're new.
I know, I get it.
So you don't know them.
I get it, but you're gonna.
I don't trust nobody new, just for the record.
She doesn't trust anybody old either.
You're right about
That's
that.
a good point. You're right.
Yeah.
Why am I trying to change your
I
ways?
gotta really like you if I'm gonna eat your baked goods, and I'm gonna look at them with a stank eye.
I just have to be hungry for me to eat your baked goods.
That's all it takes, baby.
Even if my enemy, if I'm really hungry and my enemy baked me a pie, I'm probably gonna eat it.
You know how to poison bird.
Oh, I get out of microscope. I want to check this thing out.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we got a KVJ draft today. We're going to be doing reality TV stars. Who can put together the best team of reality TV stars of all time? It could be any show, it can really be any kind of genre. They just have to be a reality TV star. And the one rule is they have to be famous from reality TV. It cannot be a celebrity like if Shaq goes on a reality TV show. I'm taking Shaquille O'Neal now. He's famous for basketball.
Gotcha.
Not being a reality TV star. You can't take, for instance, and the one that I will tell you that it does kill, you'd have to take Flava Flav out of the mix.
Okay.
Because he was famous for being, in Public Enemy before going on to the show. So it's people who got their fame from a reality TV show. The best 3 on a team. That's what we're trying to put together. We'll figure out who drafts in what order, and then you guys get to vote on the best team coming up.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
All right, who is the best reality TV star of all time? We're going to try to put together our best reality TV teams. You get 3 per team, and KVJ Nation is going to vote on who puts together the best team. Who would you draft?
This is hard, man.
This is hard because you got to decide. I am a aficionado of reality television. I love it. I watch a lot of it. Do I go with my heart or do I go with the big names?
Well, the big names are usually terrible people, and that's going to probably... It's an interesting strategy.
I don't know what to do.
Because there's a lot of unlikable reality stars that are known and that are going to move the needle.
I kind of feel like how Jay-Bird blows it on ones that he cares a lot about. I feel like I'm going to bird it.
Yeah, I don't care about this one at all. So
I care too much.
I
I love this one.
Okay, well, let's see how Virginia does. Hopefully she doesn't blow it. I got myself a queen. What do you got, Virginia?
I got a 4.
Okay, and Bird, what you got?
King.
Okay, Dennys, what did you get over there?
I got a 6.
You got a 6, and Suits is got a. Can you see through the window? Is that
you
a
got
jack?
a jack.
Okay. All right, very nice. So we got Jaybird gets the first overall pick. Wow. Okay, that's some big stuff.
And he could not care less.
And then it goes myself. Then it's going to be Suits. And then it goes Dennys and Virginia. You got the very last pick.
Which is the best pick, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, some of these I don't have to worry about y'all taking because y'all don't even know them, much less going to pick them.
Well, then is that good strategy?
I don't know because I'm going to really go with my heart. These are ones that I love their performances over many years of giving me reality drama.
If
You're making it very personal.
That's the only way I know how to make it.
But if someone doesn't ever watch reality TV, you almost have to have big names for them to be able to recognize the vote. If you're picking someone from the Real Housewives of Savannah, no one's going to know.
First of all, there is no Real Housewives of Savannah. How dare you?
That's what I'm saying. No one's going to. No one knows that though if you don't watch it.
Okay, well, that's your strategy.
I have to go with my heart. If I fail doing me, then I fail doing me.
Okay, all right, that's her strategy. Bird, you lead us off here with the KVJ draft of reality stars. Who are you going to go with the overall number 1 pick?
Team Jaybird picks for their number 1 position Gordon Ramsay of Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Love Gordon Ramsay.
He is great.
And I would assume he counts because we wouldn't know him until he was on reality, right?
Yeah, that's a good pick because he was a chef, sure, but he wasn't famous, like in the limelight. Like
you burned the lamb.
Yeah.
Don't burn the lamb.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, that is definitely an all-star that you've taken off the board there. Nice job on that, Bird. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Where to go with this pick? I believe that I will go with the Sitch.
The Situation?
I'm going to go with The Situation.
Pick. I love it. That's a great pick. I looked at him and I went, oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
But is the public going to respond to the Sitch?
That's the question. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's a good one.
Let's see what they do. This is kind of a tricky one. All right, we've got Suits on here. He has got the next pick in the KVJ Reality TV Star Draft. Who are you going to go with your pick, Suits?
Well, I got a good question for you here, Kevin. What if they won a reality contest and became famous, like an American Idol? Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Well, then I'm going to do Kelly Clarkson.
It's a good pick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, but I don't see why that wouldn't work.
No, that counts.
It totally counts.
It's a reality show.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We move on to Dennys now in the reality TV draft. Who are you going to go with here, Dennys?
I am going to go with Harry Styles from the X Factor.
Oh, Dennys.
That's what got him famous.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Dennys, we're on that younger vote.
That's right.
Interesting. All right.
And that cougar vote probably, too.
Virginia, who are you going to go with here? We're looking for the best reality TV stars of all time. On that show, they provided a lot of entertainment. It's what we're looking for. You get the next 2 picks, Virginia.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, this is heavy. So, the queen of reality television for me is Close Your Legs to Married Men, buy wig, Nene Leakes.
Okay. All right. Nene Leakes.
Yeah, she's just awesome.
Okay. All right. I know you love her. That seems to make sense for you, Virginia.
I get another pick back to back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. I know some of you won't like it. I'm picking Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy. I thought about that, and what kept me from going with Kim Kardashian was Jaybird took the most unlikable people, and he won with 2 Kardashians. And I'm like, I don't think that's going to win the fan vote, so I stayed away from that.
That's a good call.
I'm listening to my heart.
Okay, all right, can't argue with that. Dennys, who do you go with your second pick on the reality TV draft?
So I'm trying to just go for famous and pretty big. You could go Sharon Osbourne from the Osbournes.
It's a good one.
Okay.
That's my second one.
I like her. She is very entertaining.
All righty, let's go with Suits here for his next pick.
I'm going to stick with the reality contest. I'm going to go with Camila Cabello, won the X Factor.
Okay, Camila. Okay. Camila Cabello, okay. All right. Very nice. You're going with all musical people here. This is either going to be a genius strategy or this is going to completely...
You're right.
Okay, Camila Cabello.
And nothing in between.
Okay. All right. My next pick here in the reality TV star draft, I am going to go with Simon Cowell.
Damn it, Kevin. You're right, though. Simon Cowell, people may not vote because he's such a jerk, but he is what made American Idol.
And that was
people
a massive show.
They don't tune in without Simon Cowell.
Without Simon Cowell, there's no Kelly Clarkson.
He's
You're right.
huge.
You're right. Oh, he was such a pig and a jerk. People couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
He would go in on everybody, and you're like, who is this mean British man?
Yeah, he changed reality TV.
That was the
He
formula.
would be on the Mount Rushmore, I think.
There's a British mean person on every reality show now, and it's because of Simon Cowell.
Yeah. Okay, Jaybird, you have got the next 2 picks here in the reality TV star draft. To finish up, you've got Gordon Ramsay already. Who do you add to your team?
I'm going to go with someone I love from my own personal favorite reality show, Dr. Will Kirby from Big Brother. He won it season 2. He is a mastermind. I'm going with my heart. Probably just lost the tournament right there, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Good for you.
Dr. Will Kirby.
Okay. And?
Let's go Lauren Conrad, The Hills, LC.
Wow. Okay. Interesting there. Okay. It goes Lauren Conrad. Okay. I have got my last pick here. And you know what? I am going to go with one that I think deserves a little bit more credit. I am going to go with Jeff Probst from Survivor. He has really been on reality TV longer than anybody else. Survivor started the whole thing. He's been consistent through it all. And I would say that he is one of the big staples. So I will go with Jeff Probst as my final pick. Suits, what do you think? Who are you going to add to your team here?
I don't know. I'm just going to do this one because I feel like he deserves some recognition. From The Bachelorette, Ryan Beckett. Why not, right?
Ryan Beckett. It's a good strategy.
There you go.
Sweet.
Hometown boy.
He's going to get the local vote. I
The
love
Bachelorette,
it.
I love
Dang
it.
it. I should have did that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great job, Soups. Great job.
There's another obvious one on the table that's local. I just thought about.
Yeah. I figure Virginia might wrap up with him.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's tricky.
Let's talk about Tyler
From the
Cameron.
same. Yes.
And there's another one besides Tyler Cameron too.
Yeah, your own friend, Steven.
Yeah, well, our friend Vanilla Ice.
No, he doesn't count.
Oh,
He was
that's
famous
right. He was
before.
famous before.
And I'm the one that doesn't listen.
Okay, Dennys, your final pick in the KVJ reality draft. Who do you take?
So this one might lose it for me because this is just a personal pick of somebody I love, Tiffany Pollard, New York from Flavor Flav.
I think that's
The best.
That's great.
She's one of the best.
She got a spinoff.
Oh yeah, I love New York.
She got several spin-offs, man. I swear she had
an all-star.
5 years on VH1.
She's great.
Yeah.
That's an interesting pick.
She was on my list. She is pretty amazing. All right, Virginia. You now have the final pick in the KVJ reality TV draft. You've got Nene Leakes and Kim Kardashian. Who do you add to the team?
She is a standout among all the housewives. Got 2 spinoffs. Bethany Frankel.
Okay. All right. That's a pretty strong team that you got there, Virginia. Okay. Virginia has got Nene Leakes, Kim Kardashian, Bethany Frankel. Dennys has got Harry Styles, Sharon Osbourne, Tiffany Pollard, who's New York. Suits has got Kelly Clarkson, Camila Cabello, and Ryan Beckett. I went with The Situation, Simon Cowell, and Jeff Probst.
So safe.
It is a safe.
Kevin's
it's
list
safe.
is like, oh, I'm a safe guy.
It's
I'm
safe.
just, oh.
And Jaybird has got Gordon Ramsay, Dr. Will Kirby, and Lauren Conrad. Now,
I lost. I definitely lost with LC.
There is
Will, I think, is too obscure.
Dr. Will Kirby?
Dr. Will's too obscure.
He is. Are you out of your mind? You're talking about the housewives? They're only a percentage of. Yeah, you're right. It's too obscure.
Okay, some of the names that were left off, glaringly, Snooki.
Snooki was on my list.
Yeah, did not make it.
But look, Snooki just was famous because she got drunk a lot and fell down. And I mean, I love that. I do that. I am that. But did that bring me the most entertainment? No.
I feel like that show is not the same without Snooki. You could argue she was part of that anchor that kept Jersey Shore together.
She was, but she is not better than the Sitch.
The Sitch is terrible. What are you talking about? The Sitch is the worst.
You've also got Kristen Cavallari and Jay Cutler. Nobody picked them. Spencer Pratt.
He's so unlikable,
Yeah. I almost picked him.
Heidi Montag.
Montag, yeah. Omarosa.
People love to hate her, though. Is anybody going to vote for her?
And then
But you're talking about a great reality TV character. I mean, you need that. Without that, you don't have the spice.
I'm with
It
you.
makes it drives the energy of the show. Scott Disick.
Ugh.
All people that have been big reality TV stars.
RuPaul from Drag Race.
Yeah.
RuPaul was famous before.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I still don't get the show.
Now, Virginia doesn't get this whole draft.
I don't get the bit.
Little HBB, Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, that could work.
That is a good
Mama
one.
June.
Mama
Dang,
June.
I didn't do Honey
That's a
Boo
good
Boo.
one.
Either one of those could have worked in there. Yeah, nobody did that. Somebody said you missed Guy Fieri. Yeah. Oh, and somebody said, yeah, good point. I guess Jay Cutler was famous kind of before.
I think Guy Fieri was too. Before
Was
he did yeah.
Diners and Dives.
Well, that's not.
That's not a reality show.
It's a
Yeah,
So
it's
he
a
was
real
famous
show.
with that before he did Minute to Win It, which was the reality show.
Gotcha.
People were saying you didn't go with Johnny Bananas from The Real World and The Challenge. What's going on with that? Going all the way back to The Real World, Puck. Remember that guy?
I remember Johnny Fernandez, and I do remember Puck.
Yeah.
Those might be a little too old.
I
though.
know, exactly.
I had Puck
yeah.
on my list, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I went with LC instead. Damn it, Bird.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to post that up. Who gets the most votes? You can go to the KVJ Show Facebook page and you can say, all right, who you think drafted the best reality TV show team? Go to Facebook and look for the KVJ Show and cast them in right now. A couple of big names left out of the KVJ draft. People were saying, hey, no Steve-O in there. That would have been big.
Oh, Steve-O's a great one.
Yeah, somebody said no Paris Hilton in there. And one, I don't know if they would have thought I would have gone with it. Johnny Exotic. Is that his name from Tiger King?
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic. That's right. Joe Exotic.
What about, Carrie Underwood?
Yeah, then there was a bunch of idols you could have done.
Yeah, if you're going for the singer stuff. That was Suits' strategy. We'll see if it works for him or not. That could be controversial. I don't want to go that path.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I thought it was controversial as well.
Yeah, but, it was his own little plan. We'll see how it works out.
Good luck to Soups.
Yeah. Go to Facebook and cast your votes. Look for the KVJ Show, who drafted the best reality TV show team. Okay, I believe we got a little Dennys joke jury that is on deck here. Hopefully you guys are ready for a little bit of laughter.
Yeah.
Very excited. He's been bragging about how this is going to be, his words, a banger round.
Really?
Yes.
This is going to be his Imagine?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I can't wait. He's had a hot hand here the last couple of weeks.
He's done very well during the coronavirus. When it comes to comedy,
yeah, his pandemic humor is right on point.
Yeah, who knew?
Mm-hmm. This is when you shine, my man. All right, Denny's got some jokes. He's trying to crack us up. That's the thing. If he gets no laughter or gets ridiculed, that's not a good thing. So let's see how he does here. Take it away with joke one, Dennys.
All right, joke one. Who does Poseidon hire to clean his castle?
Poseidon? I don't know. Who does he hire?
Mermaids.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works. That's almost like an educational joke that you could work with the kids.
Well, cryptozoology there. I love
A
it.
lot of good stuff in that. All right.
Second joke. What do you call someone who is insensitive to skeletons?
I don't know. What do you call somebody who's insensitive to skeletons?
Bone deaf.
They got feelings too, damn it.
They do, especially in 2020.
Yeah, okay.
Third joke for you guys. What do Sith drink if they need electrolytes?
The bad people in Star Wars movies, I don't know. What do they drink?
Vaderade.
Oh.
That's pretty smart.
Our Sith likes the Sith comedy.
That's pretty smart. Vaderade.
Thank you for explaining who they were, Kevin.
Kevin's like, he's going to loosen people.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, the bad guys.
Okay, solid.
Fourth joke. What do you call it when you bring pasta into the bedroom?
I don't know. What do you call it?
Fettuccine.
Fettuccine. Oh, that's solid. Everything he loves, pasta and sex.
Very nice.
Yeah,
it's
real
Italian? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
super carby.
Wow. All carbs, everything. Yeah.
Carby B.
Yeah. Carby B.
Oh, look at that.
Write that down for next week.
Yeah. Forget that one, guys.
Got some stitches there.
And final joke. Why do nymphomaniacs like I-95?
I don't know why.
Because you can get off on every exit.
Okay.
That's comedy.
He's
right
on
there.
fire, I'm telling you. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Virginia, do you have your purse on you today?
I do.
Yeah.
I always have my purse.
I don't always have my wallet, so it's a fair question.
Most women, they always have their purse.
Jaber was taking note the other day of just how many random items you seem to have in this purse. It is just big and bountiful.
It is so big.
I'm ready for anything.
Yeah, it seems like you are.
You've had a knife in there, like a butcher knife in there before.
I have, and you don't know. It might still be in there. Reach in.
Mm-hmm. So Jaber was telling me how mesmerized he is with your purse and everything that's in it. And I was thinking about playing this fun little game. It's kind of an adapted version of something we've played before, What's in Virginia's Purse. But here's what I was thinking. What we could do, we could blindfold Jaybird. He reaches into your purse. He's allowed to ask one question about the item he's pulled out. And if he doesn't guess it correctly, he gets shocked.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I love this. Do I get to hold the shocker?
Well, you can never operate. It's the only problem.
Give it to her. She wants to shock the bird today. Let her fry this bird.
Okay,
Skirt.
so you'll get a couple minutes here to clear out anything you don't want being pulled out of your purse.
I don't have any contraband today.
Oh, you don't?
Sadly.
Wow. Okay.
Sadly,
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
I get arrested because I pull out
It feels like a little baggie. It's got maybe a powder in it.
I pull out cocaine. I instantly get arrested.
What kind of random stuff does Virginia have in her purse? Oh, we gonna get anything that's very interesting?
Oh, he told me about this bit the other day, so I put more crazy stuff in my purse.
Oh, you did?
So it's even crazier than usual.
Okay.
No.
Well, we had a little twist here to what we're going to do. Now, we're going to blindfold Jaybird. He's going to reach into your purse, Virginia. He's going to pull out an item, and he's allowed to ask you one yes-no question about each item.
Okay.
So it'd be a yes-no question. That would be the answer that you would give to him.
Okay.
He then takes a guess on what he thinks the item is. If he's incorrect, you get to hit him with the shot collar. Got to go through 3 items here
This is fun.
to call the game. What's in Virginia's purse?
Okay.
Dennys, please stick around because the witch does not know how to operate the machine.
I'm here to operate the shot collar today.
I love shocking him, but I feel like as soon as I touch it, I break it.
It's actually more painful for Dennys to shock me emotionally.
Yes, because
That's my sweet
you would
Miho.
just think that a beautiful creature like that would never do anything that would be painful.
Brother turning on brother.
Yeah, it's my guy.
I have no desire to inflict pain upon you.
But
If the duty calls.
Okay, go on ahead and reach into the purse, Jaybird, and pull out your first item here. And what's in Virginia's
Let me
purse?
guess. First one's a rat trap.
oh man, good idea.
Okay.
I dropped the ball. I didn't think of a rat trap.
By the way, if you're wondering, Virginia, I guess, has probably a medium-sized purse. It's not some of those big old bags like I see my wife carry, but it's good size.
Okay.
All right, what you got there? What are you thinking, Bird?
Do I have to ask a yes/no question?
You don't have to. If you just want to go ahead and guess, go ahead and guess.
No, I want to ask one because you never know. Do you put this on your lips?
I do not.
Crap.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I only get one of those, Kevin?
I'll give you another one.
Okay, thank you. Do you put this on a special area? Butt or
Like the other lips?
Well, no, the butt or the front.
No.
All right.
Okay, I'll give you one more.
All right.
I'll give you 3.
And does this help you with beauty?
I would say yes.
This is clearly some type of eye puffy cream. She's very concerned about having puffy eyes. Locking her in.
Okay, it's some kind of cream that you would use on your eyes to reduce puffiness.
I do have puffy eyes, and of course it is a concern. But that's not correct.
Oh, what is that?
That is just basic bitch-ass lotion.
It's just lotion, a little tube of lotion.
BAL.
Okay.
You ready, Bird?
Yeah, I just feel it charge up. I hate it. you feel it get ready to shock you.
Okay.
All right, you want to count down?
Just, yeah,
All right,
do it.
3, 2, 1. Bring in the pain.
Got you good, huh? What's that set on?
That's about halfway.
Okay.
Yeah, 5. Which is not, it goes to 10.
Five
maybe
is
have that-
5 is a
Oh,
jolt.
it's
May have
awful.
that a little high.
5 is a jolt.
Yeah.
Leave it, because then Twitter, oh, you can't take it. All right.
It's a little high, though. I'm just saying. For the record, it's probably a little too high for this event.
All right.
Okay. All right. That's item 1. You got 2 more here. What's in Virginia's purse?
All right, focus up, Bird. I got
Okay.
this.
Okay. He's reaching around, helping him find Virginia's purse. Okay, there we go. He is blindfolded
Oh
here.
boy.
He's really rooting around with them meat hooks in there, Virginia.
I know.
Everything's gonna get broken.
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay, come on, dog.
Okay, it is it's a clip. It's either a chip clip for chips or a hair clip. It's a hair clip.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I know what you use that for.
you do know what I use that
Hold
for.
on. Wait, I'm just thinking.
It's got a specific use, and I think you have to say hair or chip.
banana clip, a hair clip, locking her in.
It is not a hair clip.
It's a chip clip.
It's a chip clip.
What?
Dennys pays attention. Dennys, what do I use that for?
So when she wants to look skinny for photos, you clip the back of your dress so that it makes you look trim. She
Dennys,
does it for every photo.
Dennys pays attention
How's
to me.
that a chip clip?
It's a chip clip. I use it as a clip for my dress.
Oh,
but it is a basic chip clip.
It's a clip.
All right, just shock me.
I don't know.
You want the shot?
I feel like you got that.
I do feel like I got that too,
Yeah.
but no, just they'll get me on Twitter again. Just
You know. Yeah,
oh my god!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh, Dennys!
I
Did we go higher than 5?
readjusted.
What happened?
What is that? What are we doing?
His chair hit the chip clip and it flipped over.
I readjusted it because it got a little loose, but it was right on your thigh.
Oh, you just shocked me in the high heavens.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody fly off a chair like that.
Oh my God.
Does that chair have a jetpack?
Wow, you really sprung out of that chair and flew into the window.
Ejector seat.
I'm waiting for him to give me the countdown.
Denny's forgot about 3, 2, 1, bringing the pain.
He's adjusting it so I think I'm in the safe zone.
I'll count it.
Suits, please tell us you got that fall on camera.
Oh, he's got a thumbs
That was
up.
a good one.
That was
Denny.
a good one.
I'll count you
Wow.
down.
Jeez, all right. Well, luckily we only got one more left here. What's in Virginia's purse? Virginia goes in there rooting around frantically. Did you forget some contraband or something in there, Virginia?
No,
You went after it.
I like to put stuff where he can grab it, but he's got such meat hooks.
Well, he's going to go deep. You know, that's
Go
just,
okay.
that's what he does.
So let me go ahead and pick the item Virginia wants me to pick, so I can get hurt on the front end and the back end when I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I see how this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Ruby
Dennis,
wrap.
can you fix his mic? There we go.
Give me the
Okay.
mini chainsaw.
Okay. Okay.
Is this what we want?
Jaybird is reaching
Is
into
this-
Virginia's
Is
purse
this a good one?
for an item here. Okay.
Just dig around. You pick whatever you feel.
Okay.
No pressure. Oh man, it's so big.
There's a lot of items in there you could get. Okay. All right.
No.
Okay. A lot going on there. Okay.
What the hell? Ah! What the hell was that?
Oh my gosh. What?
Oh my God.
What happened?
What was that?
It's a sewing kit.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I didn't guess it.
Oh, is that a needle?
Blood.
You just you're bleeding from this.
Are you okay?
I'm great. I'm having a great time, man. Are you entertained? You've got blood.
Oh
Is
my-
this what you want?
Poor guy.
Just shocked me. Well, I knew this was a mask, so I'm like, I
Okay,
can't.
we'll give you credit for the third item. That's correct.
Well, I knew it was a mask, but I also knew it was too obvious and it wasn't going to play for her agenda. So
She would have found a way to shock you anyways, like she did on the last one that you actually technically got right.
that was actually surprisingly worse than I thought it would be.
Yeah, there's way too much pain in all that. I didn't know it was going to be that painful.
Sorry, I'm a witch. What do you want?
All right, well, some fascinating stuff. There we go. Bird's bleeding, for the love of God. Yeah, there's a needle sticking out of her sewing kit.
Was that the item you tried to get me with?
Yeah.
Oh, she said a booby trap.
Ruby wrap.
Girl got you. Jeez.
Awesome.
There you go. Well, if you have not noticed, I believe there's a presidential election that's going on.
Really? I haven't seen anything about that.
Wow, they have really unleashed the commercials this week, have they not?
They have.
Everywhere.
On the radio, too. We're noticing it's just
Everywhere.
bam.
TV, radio, all over the place.
We're playing stuff on the radio?
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Yeah. Political ad season. I mean, all those millions of dollars that they raise, this is what they raise the money for, is they do all these ads to try to get your vote. I guess they're very influential. But here's the thing that will probably be more influential even than the ads is the debates. It's going to be fascinating to see, and I'm looking forward to it because it's just, to me, political theater at its finest. I can only imagine what's going to happen. I don't really care for politics, but this even kind of transcends that. And I guess it's Tuesday.
Coming Tuesday?
I believe so.
Wow.
I think that's what I read. Yeah, I think somebody sent me a message said, "Hey, Kev, coming up, it is going to be the first debate. I think it is going to be this Tuesday."
I mean,
I'll
what do you
double
think?
check.
What do you think the ratings are going to be on that thing? It's got to be massive,
a
right?
monster.
It's got to be massive.
Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, because for my goodness, yeah, all the elections that we've had, I think this is going to be one where people really are like, okay, and the debates just promise to be filled with attacks and entertaining, and who knows what's going to happen. Yeah, it is Tuesday, September 29th. They're going to be going on. They got another one October 15th and October 22nd.
And it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
They'll all be done before you know it.
Well, the thing that they're doing is on Tuesday's debate between Trump and Biden, they have set up 6 topics. So I guess they can kind of do some pre-debate prep. The topics are supposed to be COVID-19, the economy, race and violence in our cities, Trump and Biden's records, the Supreme Court, and the integrity of the election.
So nothing heavy.
It's everything that, people are fighting about today.
Oh my gosh, this is the most combative list.
Yeah, well, I guess they want to dig down deep into things that are occupying the most space between people's ears.
Yes, this is going to be a knockdown drag out.
Yeah, but if you didn't want to go for something so heavy, imagine if you could actually put in the topics for the presidential debate. Could be anything you want that you would like to hear Trump and Biden go about. Kind of like we did Master Debater yesterday. What would you put in as one of the debate topics for Tuesday? Can be anything as goofy as you want. I want to hear what you got. 877-979-WRMF. You can call or text him in 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
The presidential debates are going to be starting coming up on Tuesday. They're going to be firing off a bunch here because, we are just, I think, 40 days to the presidential election.
Wow.
Yes, I know. It feels like it's been going on for years, but it is going to be ending in just over a month. So Tuesday, talked about the 6 topics that they have, and they're all the serious things happening in the world, from COVID and the economy to race relations and things like that. But if you could choose the topics for Tuesdays or any of the debates, what would you submit as a topic for debate between President Trump and Joe Biden?
I have a lot written down.
You do? Okay. Let me hear some of the things you would love to hear them. And they have to seriously debate this topic.
We just recently learned that McDonald's is stopping their all-day breakfast.
Yep.
What are you going to do to make sure my future child can get a McMuffin at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Okay. Well, the whole thing is they may not support all-day breakfast. That might be their position.
I'm asking the president right now, what are you going to do to make sure my child can get a McMuffin at 4 p.m.? I'm on the fence who I want to vote for.
He might just say nothing. And if he's not in for it, that's a terrible thing. But yeah, are they good? Would they stand up for all-day breakfast? Oddly enough, a lot of people want to hear food being debated between the two.
Yeah, make them do what we did, cake or pie, and why.
Yeah.
What are you going to do to bring back the buffet industry, making it safer than before with even more options?
Okay. This is all important, hard-hitting stuff for you.
I'm on the fence.
Nobody wants the buffet. I think Republicans and Democrats can agree.
Yeah, that's the one thing they come together in the debate. They're going, we both agreed. Buffets are gross.
I don't think you heard my question, Mr. President. I said, what are you going to do to make it safer than before with even more options?
Okay. Somebody said they'd like to hear them debate, is a hot dog considered a sandwich?
Oh, boy.
Dennys knows how much hate can come from that.
He does. People wanted to fight him in the parking lot.
They did. Yeah, there's some hot food topics. What else you got, Bird?
We recently have been told that there is a horrific pepperoni and Dr. Pepper shortage. What are you going to do to combat this? Pepperoni is getting very expensive.
Is it the same pepper used in bowls?
Oh, pepper and pepperoni? Oh. Yeah. And I've heard the Dr. Pepper is about an aluminum shortage, so that would be what the debate would be about.
Yeah, even Diet Dr. Pepper, you can't get it in some stores. It's very bizarre. Some of the items that are going away, there's 4 or 5 items I normally get gone. Honey Uncrustables, honey and peanut butter. You can't get them.
Really?
Yeah, there's a shortage of that too, Mr. President.
Okay. Somebody wanted to hear a debate, is cereal just soup? I mean, it's got all the characteristics of it, right?
Yeah.
It's in a bowl. Use a spoon, typically. Unless it's chunky.
Interesting.
Okay.
What are you going to do about potato chip in the potato chip industry only putting half of the chips in bags? We want full bags. As an American, I want a full bag. What are you going to do about it?
Seems like false advertising.
It is. Even Pringles.
Yeah.
My sweet Pringles, you open up the tube and 3/4.
I know people have explained it that they use the air as basically cushion so the chips don't get all torn up. And if you filled it all the way to the top, you'd have basically a bag of mashed up chips. I am just curious. I know I've thrown in my vitamins. That I don't understand because you're not worried about those crushing up. And you get my vitamins, half the bottle is cotton.
Make a smaller bottle and stop trying to trick us.
That I don't get.
We here in the chip community, we don't want to hear the propaganda. We don't want to hear the spin job. We used to have bags full of potato chips and they tasted fresh. What the hell is going on?
We can't build a better bag?
Yeah, we can't build a better bag.
Mm-hmm. What about pineapple on pizza? Is that even a debate?
That makes people fight.
It really does, and it's the one topping that doesn't really leave a lot of flavor if you pick it off. Now, like a pepper or an onion or even a piece of sausage, you take that off of you pick it off, they're going to have sausage juice on there.
Yeah.
I feel like pineapple out of all of them is the least offensive.
Really? You don't think pineapple leaves back remnants of pineapple behind?
It does, but not nearly as offensive as the other ones I listed.
Okay.
I don't know. I might be a man standing alone on that one.
Well, let's debate it.
I think pineapple, it throws people off because it's sweet.
You're right. It does.
And normally your ingredients on pizza are all savory or salty or, cheesy. It's pineapple just is like, wait, what?
People do sliced tomato on pizza, and I hate that. I hate it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Depends upon who you are, but it's all hot debate.
Hot tomatoes are gross.
Okay, you're choosing the topics for the presidential debate that starts on Tuesday. What else would you throw in there as a topic for him, Jay Bird?
I mean, I just give you 4.
Yeah.
You want more?
Oh, I got a few other here. Some people would text in. Somebody said, did Carol Baskin murder Dawn? What do you think? Yes or no?
I would love to hear them answer that question.
Pretty entertaining. Donald Trump and Joe Biden debating that.
Joe Exotic was looking for that pardon from Trump. Did that go anywhere?
Who wins in a fight between a grizzly bear and a gorilla? Debate.
Ooh. Grizzly bear.
Think so? I think gorilla's the strongest animal on the planet, isn't it?
Dang, yeah. Maybe the gorilla's the underdog.
I mean, gorillas will just rip your arms right off.
Gorilla is smaller, but is he stronger? Is he a better fighter?
Got
he
teeth.
might be a better fighter. I don't know. Is he stronger?
I don't know.
I believe the silverback gorilla is like the strongest animal on the planet.
He's got biceps. Bears doesn't have a bicep.
And I think they're both pretty intelligent.
Yeah, probably would be. I mean, look, Planet of the Apes.
Well, I told you about that one bear that opened up the car and sat in there at the driver's seat.
Bears do that. They'll get in your car and they'll open up like your glove box
and
they'll look for like snacks.
They're looking for your insurance card. It's really they close the door too, so you can't get in there.
Yeah.
He locks it when he leaves.
I'm waiting for him to hotwire it one of these days. They're getting that good.
I'm looking at a quick list of the strongest animals on the planet. They have got the gorilla at number 4. And they have got the grizzly bear at number 10.
Okay.
So who's number 1?
It's something that'll blow your mind. You don't think about it.
The chicken.
It's a great
Is it
guess.
an insect?
It's the dung beetle. They say they can pull 1,141 times their own body weight.
But you can step on them and kill them, so I'm sorry. I'd
You
much
wouldn't take
rather
them for a fight,
right.
but yeah. But
I'll fight a dung any day.
Strength pound for pound, dung beetle's number 1.
Yeah, do I want to go face to face with the dung beetle or a gorilla? Yeah, I'll take the dung beetle.
Give me 10 dungs.
Yeah, okay. So grizzly or gorilla, that's the comparison. And somebody else said for President Trump and Joe Biden to debate, is it better to fold or crumple your toilet paper?
What do you do?
It's a fold. I mean, it's I could debate that all day.
Of course he does a fold. He's the neatest man you know.
A crumple is just, no, you're going to get it everywhere. I mean, you might as well just wipe with a weed whacker.
Painful.
Yes, it's sensible. Yeah, to me, I can't even believe you can't even debate that. It's nonsensical. I really think this would be a great idea for presidential debates. Why not have one where it is the people's choice? I know you're hitting these 6 big topics on Tuesday, and that's all good. But what about the other 2 debates? What are we going to get to? I mean, you've already tackled that. Like, I think people would like to just hear, okay, we want a little bit of personality with our president. What kind of personality do you have?
And just the issues, they're everyday issues that no one's talking about.
That impact us. Yes.
The goofy people.
The goofy people. Yeah. Somebody had said your question about what wins, a grizzly bear or a gorilla. Somebody texted in and said a bear would completely destroy a silverback gorilla. Sheer physics are at play here. I don't think you understand the size and damage a bear can do. I do respect a bear.
I do too.
But
Of course, I respect every animal except for the dung beetle. But these numbers on these gorillas attacking people are high, too. A gorilla will grab you and pull your spine out.
No one's saying that the gorilla's not going to cause damage. The question is, who's going to cause the most against each other?
Yeah.
And the bear
Who
just
wins?
might fall on that thing and
Could be. I mean, that's just it. Somebody's saying that they've actually run these, and the bear wins, apparently.
Have you ever seen a bear in person?
Yeah.
Pretty unbelievable.
I saw a black bear. It's but I have also seen the grizzlies, but at a zoo. I mean, and so they're behind glass and all that stuff. They're massive bears.
I saw the Berenstain bears at Kids World. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
There's this
Absolutely. I saw them attacking a kid. No.
I saw them ripping this kid to shreds.
Just limb from limb.
There's a video of this little girl at some kind of zoo, and she's up by the little window area, and it looks like a silverback gorilla. It's looking at her, and then all of a sudden it jumps at the window and smacks it, and the whole thing cracks.
Oh my God!
I saw it. That's crazy.
It cracked it.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
That is.
You leave the zoo.
You're not supposed to have windows that crack, man.
No.
That's how you get dad to poo his pants.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't put in that hurricane glass?
That smell like from the kid.
I think we need hurricane glass for the gorilla section.
Some of the other questions that people hit us up with late. Could Jack have fit on the door with Rose?
Yes.
Great presidential debate topic, absolutely. But what about the alien question? Do they exist or not? What are your thoughts on that? Throw that into the presidential debate.
I love it. I wonder if they'd really answer that, because that I was writing goofy questions. That's a legit question that people want to know.
That's what I'm saying.
Legit
That's
question.
legit.
It would be nice if they had a freestyle debate where the regular people could just be like, hey, let's just throw in, I get it, this is the most, but you've already dealt with 2 debates of just the really contentious, let's have a little fun.
I feel like
lighthearted debate.
More than half of the country want to know that question. If the president and people in the government were legit talking about alien life, I think you're going to have a lot of people that are very much wanting to hear this.
I have a feeling that debate would get the best numbers.
I agree.
A lighthearted, just stupid topic debate. 6 of them. And then what's better, Universal or Disney? Okay.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I know.
Do you have a pick? I know you probably can't say it on the air.
Yeah, well, I've said it's for my kids, it's Disney because they prefer that. For me, I've always said it's Universal, but I'm so lame. I go right to that one bar and I sit there while they go to the park.
Belly up dad.
And all I do is drink. And so then the family comes and picks up a drunk dad and we all go home. So, I mean, me, just because I know where that bar is. And,
yeah, you don't spin well, so you don't ride the rides.
no, yeah. I not spin well.
You don't spin well.
You might be a worse spinner than me.
I'm terrible at theme parks, so.
If we put you on a sit and spin, that might be the worst punishment ever.
That would be a good competition for me and you. We on a sit and spin, and whoever gets off first is the winner.
That'd just be terrible, yeah. I
Or
wouldn't last
I'm sorry,
long.
who gets to stay on the longest is the winner.
Yeah, chicken. Sit and spin chicken.
We both stay on, but we have barf all over ourselves. It'd be the grossest bit ever.
I would watch that
We
video.
should do that. I'm not getting
I would
off.
totally
barfs
watch.
first.
I'm not getting off.
Okay, all right.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh. So many people on meth. Ow!
TikTok, man. TikTok. All kinds of problems it's causing, giving ideas to the youth. The latest ridiculous TikTok trend going on here. If you were that bad kid in school, you're loving this idea. Horrible. Apparently, students are pretending to get kidnapped during their school Zooms to see how people react and then posting those videos on TikTok.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
So we're not taking school serious.
That might be a little disruptive.
Wow.
Goodness.
Well, if you make it look realistic,
Yes.
it can be very.
I would think that would come with charges, correct? I mean, it's not like you're getting suspended. Like the police will come see you.
You're faking a
kind of
crime.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, I can't even believe that's a trending video
You're
on
inciting
TikTok.
panic with the teacher and the other students.
Some of these trends they talk about, I wonder if they really are trending, or is it they just saying it's trending just to get for the shock value? Is anyone really doing this?
I think they are. I think that's how we hear about it, because enough people start doing it, and then it makes some kind of low-level news.
Well, one person does it.
Right.
2 other knuckleheads see it. I mean, there may be 4 videos, hopefully. No more than that, but that's how it goes. There's a college student in Minnesota that called in 3 fake bomb threats last year.
Oh, my.
All on days where he hadn't done his homework. And he just pled to making a false threat, and he's going to be sentenced later on this year.
I wonder what they'll do. How much time will they give him?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, it really is all these things you're talking about. Yeah,
I mean, that's a lot.
These are all pretty serious offenses. Yeah, it's just a joke. No, it ain't gonna work that way, my man. I don't know if you heard about the kid that got sent home after sneezing a couple times at school. His dad is not real thrilled about this.
Max told me she had to cough yesterday in class, and she was so horrified.
You got to be careful, too, because if you're trying to cover up a cough, that's how an accidental fart comes out.
Oh, yeah.
If you're trying to hold in your cough...
It becomes worse.
It becomes way
like
worse.
we said, in this weird era, it is better off to fart loudly than to cough.
I don't know, though. Max is in high school. That's debatable, kid.
That is debatable.
You'll wear that through your 10-year reunion.
If I'm in high school, I'm taking the COVID cough.
Yeah.
Over the fart? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This dad in Massachusetts is saying his son only sneezed twice, and then they called him to pick the kid up and sent him home and said he can't come back until he has a negative COVID-19 test.
Oh, boy, they are strict. What if the kid's got allergies?
Just sneezing twice. They sent him right to the school nurse, who's like, Dad, come pick him up. The kid's 9.
What do you do if they did that to Cannon? Are you, all right, well, it is what it is?
I don't know what you can do. I guess you just got to go pick him up. I mean, the problem is, I mean, if it happens once, it's like, all right, I know a 9-year-old's probably not thrilled about having to get a COVID test. I think it's a little ridiculous, but I mean, imagine if they do that with every student that sneezes or coughs.
I guess you just go get the test, get him some allergy meds, and bring him right back to school.
I mean, what if he just sneezes, Maybe he just sneezes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need any meds. It's crazy. So, but apparently some people are set that tight that even a sneeze could get your kids sent home. And then, yeah, for you, if you got a job, you got to rework your day based on that. There's a guy in Boston that died recently from eating too much black licorice. And they say it only took 1.5 bags a day for a few weeks for his heart to stop.
What?
Yeah, I had no idea. Black licorice is apparently filled with an acid that can throw your body out of whack if you eat too much of it.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
It's a good thing I hate black licorice.
It's got a weird taste, but sometimes I like it.
It's in the top 3 all-time worst things you could put in your mouth.
It's weird, but it's so pungent. I love pungent.
It is such a terrible snack.
Yes. Wow, I did not know it could be lethal. How about that?
That just shows you how terrible it is.
I mean, is anything weird lethal in high enough doses?
It is kind of interesting. I mean, there's, things that you never would have thought. I mean, water, you can die if you drink too much water.
It's true.
Could I eat myself to death with pizza?
I'm sure there probably is. I've seen that. There've been, they've had caffeine, they've had, in fact, it's an interesting list. You can go like, how much does it take to kill you of different things?
Oh, yeah. Dennys brought in that one story about that guy, all he did was eat pizza, and he got tested with the doctors. Like, dude, you got pizza disease. You got to stop eating this pizza.
Dang.
Yeah. So it can really. There's oddly enough, there is weird stuff that can take you out. They say coffee, 113 cups, boom, gone. They say, is that 14 bottles of water?
Wow.
Yeah.
That one woman died doing a radio bit.
Jennifer Strange, 7.5 liters of water.
Remember when that went down? And
oh my gosh, that sent a panic wave throughout radio.
Everyone, how many emails did we get? No water bits, no water bits.
That was kind of like our Janet Jackson boob thing.
It was.
That changed the game, yeah.
And that shut down any kind of bit where you make a listener consume anything.
That's why we can't do crazy stuff with the people.
Yep.
85 chocolate bars will take you out.
Really?
Yeah, it contains a small amount of theobromine.
But that means you'd have to eat 85 chocolate bars within a 10-hour period, probably.
If you ate 22 pounds of chocolate in one sitting, it could lead first to nausea and diarrhea, then an epileptic fit, then internal bleeding, cardiac infarction, and then finally death.
Crazy to think about. Something that brings so much joy when you're PMS and could actually kill you.
But how many Baby Ruths or how many, candy bars could you snake down that pie hole?
If you're just going Hershey bars, I feel like I could do a dozen.
Okay, I want this as a challenge, Kevin. Please, can the witch see how many Hershey bars she can eat? She thinks she can do 12.
I'm trying to get skinny. I'm going to do a juice cleanse in a couple weeks. I cannot eat 12 Hershey bars.
Don't say it if you can't play it.
And Dennys, weed. They say that 1,500 pounds smoked within 15 minutes or 48 pounds eaten at one time.
But I don't think you pass out before that even happens. I don't think anyone can get to that point.
Yeah. 18 apples. They say you won't die from it, but if you take out the seeds from those 18 apples, smash them to pieces, chew them thoroughly, and swallow them, there's a possibility you could die because apple seeds contain cyanide.
Oh my gosh.
So 17 apples a day definitely does not keep the...
18.
18?
Yeah, if you ate the seeds.
Have you guys ever had an apple and you've looked in there and there's the worm in it?
I've never found the worm, but I have found the worm hole.
I found a worm, like a legit worm in my apple before.
Oh, that's horrifying.
400 bananas take you out. Crazy.
Bananas is good for if you are laying in bed and you're getting terrible cramps in your legs like I do. Eat a banana, baby.
That is true. Banana is good for cramping.
And 24 tubes of toothpaste would take you out. Oh, how about that?
So you could eat one tube and be okay. You're just gonna probably crap yourself.
Yeah, but you get to 24, lights out. Well, on Attack on All Uncles, Uncle Ben's Rice is changing its name to just Ben's Original. I don't know if they're rebanding for the creepy uncle thing or...
I think it's a racial thing.
Yes.
So here's my thing about Ben's Rice is they had the microwavable kind. You can put it in there, and then sometimes you open up the bag, and there's mold in the bag of the microwavable rice ones.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Gotta be careful.
Well, that's because you're eating a product that they've made shelf stable and put on a shelf that should be prepared fresh. Don't get me started on some of the chemicals and crap you have to add to it to make it shelf stable. Just make some damn rice.
I like the chemicals, though. They do taste good.
I know you do.
They do taste good.
Yeah.
And make your own rice and add your own fresh ingredients. You don't need to eat something that can sit on a shelf for 2 years.
Well, I didn't know I was getting rice shamed.
You and Ben.
I like a microwavable rice. What can I say?
Virginia's been having some intriguing conversations about BDSM, and she would like to tell us all about her conversations.
Let's get into it.
I never thought I would be fascinated, but there's a chick in my life that's been telling me stuff, and I'm like, what?
She's single.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Well, here Virginia's got to get off her chest coming up.
This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
Never would have thought Vanilla V would be getting into BDSM, but apparently she is.
I never thought I would have somebody break it down for me and actually be intrigued and fascinated.
So I can already tell by the tone, she's not into it. She's shocked by it. And there's a big difference here, Kevin.
Okay.
Well, I'm just shocked that they got my girlfriend. So she's pretty vanilla too, but she's going through a breakup. And so she's been out there dating again. Now she's older than me, but she picked up a guy in the adult video warehouse.
Okay.
Really? A stranger?
Yeah.
Go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Just go on.
For those of you that don't know, the adult video warehouse not only has a bunch of, accoutrements to bring in the bedroom, toys and the such, they also do clothing. And so my girlfriend was looking for some sexy lingerie to impress this guy she's dating. And it's a fresh new relationship. So she's in the adult video warehouse trying on sexy lingerie and she meets a guy.
I love how Virginia's trying to Cajun mansplain what the adult video warehouse is to
right?
people.
Kevin doesn't know that they have outfits.
He knows. Oh, he knows.
I really didn't, but
I told you. Kevin does not know that they have costumes and outfits and lingerie and all kinds of stuff.
wow.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Fascinating.
So
okay.
she meets him there. Now, she's older than me. The guy's 21.
Whoa. All right.
And they start chatting.
Yeah.
They go to dinner. They like each other. And he has now introduced her to the world of BDSM, which I didn't know anything about. And she's now telling me about the world. I thought it was about, like, there's a dominatrix and there's a lot of spanking and whips and chains and handcuffs and pain.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that doesn't sound fun.
Right.
Oh, pumpkin.
I'm not into that.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I know about is it's a storyline on Billions, a TV show I watch on Showtime. So anything I know about, I've only seen on that. So I have no idea.
Well, it's...
Well, what did you learn? Because
It's
right
more
now,
than that?
you're not, I'm not, I mean...
So they start to get physical, and it's about teasing, and there's a lot of foreplay that happens like at Home Depot when you go buy all your supplies. There's
Foreplay
like
happens at Home
ropes and pulleys, and at Home Depot he was like teasing her and building up the whole how it's going to be going down, and like
it's just foreplay, baby. That's all that is.
I didn't know any of this. This is new to me. Maybe I'm not a dirty little bird like you.
I'm not saying
I don't know anything about this world. So did you know there's a whole like a thing about you go to Michael's and you get yarn, and yarn is a big part of how you get tied up, and there's like all this foreplay that happens at Michael's. I'm like, Michael's? Where soccer moms go?
So you'll go in there and have soccer moms on one aisle and people into BDSM on the other. I bet you could figure out who's who.
Yeah, you could. Now that you know what to look for.
Believe it or not, there's some soccer moms that are into this.
Well, it'd be interesting if those two worlds meet.
Oh, it happens. You never, don't judge a book by its cover, y'all. Just because someone doesn't appear.
So this is shocking you because you didn't think your friend would ever go down this road.
No, and as my friend was in it, she was shocked too, but she loved it. There's like teasing, and there's blindfolding, and then there's stopping.
Well, this is...
It's called edging.
I think this is along the lines of the 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, that was really the whole thing. It's about the teasing. It's about the element. And 50 Shades of Grey wrapped in all those soccer moms years ago that were into that wanted this kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, on the fringe of that, yeah, you think it's maybe a dark underworld kind of thing. But 50 Shades really showed that it is mainstream, and it does add a lot of spice to otherwise boring sex lives.
Edging's a big part of it. It's where you get somebody.
I didn't know anything about this.
You constantly get turning them on, and you're exciting them. I'm trying to be radio friendly.
All I think about is I'm trimming the grass on my sidewalk. Like
Kevin loves lawn maintenance.
You're in the act, and you're getting it going, and you wanna finish, but you stop. And you let it
stopped
You let it subside, and then you let it build up again.
Okay.
He stopped her, and she's begging for more, and he made her sit down and have a few glasses of wine and talk.
It's the excitement. You have the anticipation.
And she's like, whoa. I mean, this is a 21-year-old blowing her mind.
Yeah, well, imagine being that, knowledgeable at that age.
At 21?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all,
Do they have like a school or a class at college or a university to learn this stuff?
I think the internet was how he got his knowledge.
The youth knows everything because of the internet. I mean, all of the stuff you're talking about, it is everywhere. One click of the button.
That was what was explained to me, that this was all learned on the internet and explored on the internet and then put into practice in real time.
Was it brought to you by Home Depot and Michael's?
It should be.
Yeah.
Oh, also at Michael's, candles and wax in bulk.
Okay,
You can buy
that.
bulk wax.
I wonder if people working at Home Depot and Michael's know, be like, oh, here comes some more BDSM people.
I had no idea. Maybe I'm just vanilla and dumb, but it opened my eyes.
Wow. Okay.
Do you want us to answer that? Vanilla and dumb.
Interesting.
Very.
Yes, it would be such a normal store that they would go to get their supplies.
Well, you probably get a better deal, too. Some of those places get candles in bulk. Go to Walmart. You can buy a ton of candles in bulk there.
You're right.
Okay. Well, look at that. Virginia is BDSM curious.
I think I kind of am. The way my girlfriend sold it to me, I was like, okay.
So do I need to get you and Panda some candles? Do I need to get some yarn? I mean, look, you want a kit?
Why are you involved? I can go to Michael's.
Somebody else just texted and said, yeah, I'm 44 and I'm sleeping with a 25-year-old and I am having the exact same experience. And also a soccer mom.
That's a woman doing that with a 25-year-old man?
Soccer mom that's 44, the 25-year-old that is into this.
Maybe this is a thing.
It is a thing.
Well, I didn't know. I'm learning.
It is a thing.
Fascinating.
Oh, bless your heart.
I guess I've been married too long.
You know
Bless
what
your
I'd be
vanilla
honestly,
heart.
you know what I'd be thinking? If a 21-year-old is trying to tie me up, you know what I'm thinking? They're going to rob me.
That's what I thought too. I'm like,
Clearly, I'm getting robbed.
I asked my girlfriend, did you think that you were about to be murdered? And she's like, I didn't know. And that made it more thrilling. And then he kept stopping and making us talk.
The only reason a 21-year-old wants to tie me up is they want to steal my wallet.
Or your hair. One of the two.
Yeah. They got their own. They're young.
I learned a lot.
Don't have to worry about that.
I've learned a lot in the past 24 hours.
Okay. Eye-opening Virginia. Look at that. Any chance you might start going down this path with your friend with suggestions?
Hell
Would Panda
no.
be into BDSM?
Panda would be. I don't know if the witch would, though.
To hear my girlfriend talk about it, it was intriguing.
At this point now, Panda gives you a pretty good sell. He's like, babe, let's just try it out. Do you guys do a round of it to see if you're into it?
I'm 50-50 at this point, and if you would have asked me last week, I would have been 100% no way.
Okay, Kev, let's get some yarn.
My friend described this in way more detail than I'm doing it justice.
But you don't have the time. For you to be involved in something like this, you have to let go of it all. You got to let go, and you have to have some time for this as well.
It would be a staycation kind of thing, probably.
Okay.
Where it's just you and your partner. You can't do it with kids around.
Yeah. Well, I think what's fascinating is when somebody has a very conservative exterior and they've got a freaky interior.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
That's my girlfriend.
It happens all the time.
When she was married, she and her husband had sex like twice a year. I'm not even kidding you. Like, she had gone months and months before they divorced without even sleeping with him. And now she's just like this new interesting freak, and it blindsided me.
Some people are shy by nature, and it takes a while for them to be comfortable, but once they're comfortable, look out, there's a freak behind that.
That's what she was saying. Like, he's teaching her how to release and feel safe.
You gotta be comfortable.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. By the way, Shy by Nature, worst hip-hop group ever. Imagine how terrible they would be. We're just Shy by Nature.
Oh.
We have stage fright. All right, I want to hear if anybody is conservative exterior, naughty interior. Like 44-year-old soccer mom. But
what
hitting it hard
doing?
with a 25-year-old,
And what have you learned, too?
Oh,
yeah.
I want to hear from the soccer moms.
Radio friendly, of course.
Yeah, just good. Call up. Let's talk.
All right, 877-979-WRMF. You got anything you want to contribute to Virginia's BDSM discussion, you can hit us up here on the KVJ show. Okay, a couple random questions here for you. One, ladies, answer this. What is the equivalent of boobs or butt on a man for you? Because typically if you talk to men, they're either like a butt guy or a boob guy. But is there something different? Because I wouldn't imagine you'd be going, ooh, look at the boobs on that dude. I didn't feel like that'd be something that the ladies be checking out.
No.
Is it arms? Is it shoulders? Is it butt?
I think dudes, probably arms, shoulders, maybe package.
Oh, come on. You're not an SQ. Size queen. You're not one of them.
But if a guy is putting it out there, that does draw your eye. And there's certain like pants and ways that things fit that guys can like highlight certain areas.
Like camouflage cargo pants from Walmart, like I'm wearing right now.
It's not getting it going over here.
These are the worst pants.
You look like...
All right, okay, I'm insulting myself. I don't need a hype guy.
Okay.
Okay, the ones that I'm getting here, I'm getting a lot of shoulders, butt. That seem to be the two most popular. Abs is in there as well.
Be careful, lady, with those abs. A man with abs, he's not that great of a lover.
And then, yeah, so it goes, it looks like shoulders, then biceps, the arm, biceps, forearms, triceps, and even guy thighs. I like a guy who has some nice muscular thighs.
A meaty
I would
thigh.
agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Little boar's head down there on the thigh area.
Oh, yeah. I'd love a little Cajun turkey breast thigh.
Okay. Interesting.
The Cajun turkey breast from Boar's Head is phenomenal.
It is.
Okay, let's see here. Another question for you, just randomly. If you were to build your perfect shower, what would it have?
A soda machine, kind of like a fountain soda.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
Of all kind of drinks you could have in there.
I want those side jets. Have you seen those? Where you walk into a shower and it's got side jets, like in a spa.
A lot of those have that. Yeah,
That's cool.
They'll hit you right in the naughty bits.
A good massager, one that really gets good.
It'd be kind of neat if they had like a massage chair that had water would come out of it. You just kind of sit there and massage you as the water was just raining down on you.
And like, oh, I'm parched. Let me get some ginger ale. Oh, I've got my soda machine right here.
Wow, that'd be amazing. If I could put together the ultimate shower, it would have that kind of chair, a massage chair as the water's hitting you.
TV.
It would have a TV, yes. So
warm blow dryer.
Yeah,
when you get out.
Oh,
yeah. I would have the massage chair. I'd have the TV in there, and then I would have a craft beer tap. That'd be right there, and I would just sit there. That'd be the best shower ever.
Oh, I just feel like right after you get you said the blower on you, it blows on you, and then a butler comes in and goes, "Oh yes, your hot pockets, sir."
Your hot pockets.
You want it to be a dude?
I wasn't trying to be sexy.
Why can't it be a hot chick?
I wasn't trying to be sexy.
I mean, it's a dream shower.
Jeeves, would you tie me up?
Yeah.
Bitumen.
I really want an older male servant.
Yes.
No, that's not what you're supposed to ask for.
Okay, I want a hot.
You totally want her to be hot.
I do.
Okay, and one more question here for you. All right, what would you say if you had to go with the best sandwich of all time? What would it be?
Ooh.
Now, question, do you have to go with specifics to the actual restaurant, or are we just going the overall? Because not every roast beef sub's created the same.
It'd be, I mean, you might want to give it a name, and otherwise you would get just generic.
All right, I like it.
Yeah.
That's why I ask these things.
Otherwise, you never know, like, because they're not all, created the same.
Oh, man, this is a tough question.
To me, I am a big fan of the pressed, kind of like paninis. I would be something in the panini category.
Those are great.
Yeah, recently I kind of got, I think it was a Panera. Do they do a Cuban sandwich?
Yeah.
There is something about those, man, those hard pressed. That is great. For me right now, that'd probably be my number one.
For me, I think it would have to be a po' boy. I really like the roast beef and debris po' boy from Mother's in New Orleans.
Not a bad choice,
It's so wet. But, I mean, any po' boy is going to be good. Sometimes you like it wet, y'all.
Yeah, that beef dip sandwich at Portillo's in Chicago is amazing, too.
You're making my mouth water.
Yeah. Okay, Jay-Bird, you get to clean it up here. What's the best sandwich of all time?
This is really tough for me. Very tough. I'm going to go, it doesn't even exist anymore. I would drive 35 minutes to get it. Melt, that grilled cheese place that went out of business. They had a French onion grilled cheese.
Okay.
And I don't even like onions really. And I'll lay in bed thinking about her.
Did you dip it at all, or it's just on the sandwich?
No, I would dip it in all. It was all in the sandwich, and then I would dip it with a tomato bisque. I dip it in honey mustard. I dip it in it all.
You're a dipper, huh?
I mean,
okay.
I think you know this.
Oh yeah, we know that. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, if things aren't just going perfectly awesome for you, and I know a lot of us are struggling every day, there seems to be a new challenge. There is a website where you can go and feel a little bit better about yourself. It's called the FML website. It stands for F My Life, where people post up, and a lot of times humorously, the problems and the situations they've run into where they say FML. We got that for you next.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We're all going through it. It's not easy living through a pandemic. Everybody's got their own little struggles. And, a lot of times misery does love company. So when somebody else is going through it too, might as well hear what they got to go through.
Especially if they've got it a little bit worse than you, because you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'm in a bad spot, but they're in a way worse spot. Glad I'm not them.
That's what the FML website is all about. It's about F My Life. People posting up where they've got their own little frustrations that happen in life. And these are really the kind of things that actually you should just laugh at because, yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what happens. Somebody posted up on the site, today I had dinner at my girlfriend's house with her parents. Everything's going great until after dinner when her dad pulled me aside and told me that, hey, I heard you guys having sex. Problem is, I was out of town all weekend for a baseball tournament.
Oh.
Damn. FML. That's a tough way to find out. That is a tough way to find out.
What do you do if that happens? Do you immediately just go to your girlfriend and say we're through?
I think you just pack your stuff and leave.
Oddly enough, I know you're cheating on me, and you know how I found out? Oddly enough, your dad told me. And by the way, he heard you.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That is real rough.
Dang.
You know that happened. I mean, whether that's real or not, you know that situation has really happened in life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It has to happen.
I mean, the terrible ways that you found out, I know that. I found out terrible ways that I had been cheated on, and I was like the last to know.
You didn't walk in on it or anything. You just found out through the grapevine, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else knew.
Everybody else knew.
And it was with two guys at the same time.
Terrible. Yeah.
That is right.
What's this website?
Every time I hear that story, it's almost like the first time I've heard it.
It sounds like one of these posts. So when I hear these, I'm like, yeah, I have my own.
I just want to hug 18-year-old Kevin so bad when I hear that story.
Once upon a time, I had my own. We've all been there. This one says, today, I went to meet my girlfriend's parents for the very first time, but I accidentally drove past their house. But it's so nice. The whole family's outside waving to me to meet me, and I can tell they're going to be warm and welcoming. So I pull a U-turn, and I hear a thud, and then horror. The whole family watches. I ran over the family dog.
Oh, no.
I just keep driving. Just keep driving and just realize this one wasn't meant to work out, my friend.
Gosh, that is a tough day.
How do you
That's
face
a tough day.
How do you face the music on that one?
I don't know. That's a tough day.
Did the dog die?
It ends there, Virginia, and probably did for the dog too.
Search your insides.
I need to know the ending.
Jeez, wow. Okay. Today, I decided to tell my mom about my choice to wait to have sex until after marriage. Coming from a very Christian family, I thought that she would be so proud of me. Instead, she laughs and says, "Is that your excuse for not being able to get laid?" and then walks out of the room. FML. What?
Wow, Mom.
Dang.
Harsh much?
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Somebody else said, today, as I was bagging groceries, I looked down to see a 6-year-old urinating on my shoes, and the floor was right next to me. I told his mom that he should take her kid out to the restroom, only to be told to mind my own bleeping business.
What?
Then I later got fired for arguing with the customer.
This happens where a parent will defend the child's horrific behavior, no matter what it is, and then you're the jerk for confronting the kid.
I'm sorry. I would have kicked that kid.
It happens all the time.
If he's peeing on my shoe, all bets are off.
And you say something to the mother, don't tell my kid what to do, and then you get fired because you're arguing with a customer.
That is ridiculous.
It always goes back to that one kid that threw that ice chip off my friend's face and right in the mouth, and I said, hey, I started telling the kid, don't throw ice chips at people. That's not nice. The dad yells at me, mind my own business. Don't talk to my kid that way. And the dad was wearing a Jets shirt.
Yeah. It would have been an ice chip war at that point. I would have thrown a whole cup in his face.
The kid's clearly wrong, and he's defending the kid.
This one says, today I was about to lose my virginity with my girlfriend of 2 years when I get an urgent phone call from my 9-year-old sister telling me that I had to come home immediately. Apparently, Grandma fell off the toilet, got stuck between the bowl and the wall. FML. So there you go.
You can pick up where you left off.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're helping Grandma.
Grandma needs you.
Yes, she really does need you. So there you go. Looks like we got a tie in the reality TV star draft. Crazy. We'll have to maybe check in. I mean, ties are so unsatisfying. We know we don't like ties around here.
Never.
We got to have an absolute winner on this whole thing. We drafted out teams of 3 earlier on the show today on the KVJ Show Facebook page. You can go on ahead and vote for who you think drafted out the best team. Jaybird got the first overall pick, and he went with Gordon Ramsay. That was the number 1 pick in the reality TV draft. He then went with Dr. Will Kirby from Big Brother and Lauren Conrad, LC from the Hills.
Totally blew it with Lauren. I ran out of stuff. I didn't know.
You did, okay. I drafted The Situation from Jersey Shore, Simon Cowell from American Idol, and Jeff Probst from Survivor. Suits went with Kelly Clarkson, Camila Cabello, and Ryan Beckett, hometown favorite.
Aw, that's a cute pick.
It really is.
Dennys got Harry Styles. He had been on a reality show. Sharon Osbourne and Tiffany Pollard from, she was what?
Flavor
Flav.
Flavor Flav show.
I Love New York.
I Love New York.
Yeah.
She's on the Celebrity Big Brother, I believe. Was she on Celebrity Big Brother?
I think she was. Yeah.
Virginia went with Nene Leakes, Kim Kardashian, and Bethany Frankel. And the thing I still don't know, was Kim Kardashian a get? Was it a plus or a minus?
Great question.
Because I thought about that, and the reason why I did not draft Kim Kardashian first was because the previous week, Jaybird had gone on ahead and picked the Kardashians for his most unlikable celebrity and won.
It's my strongest week to date.
It was. It was your absolute best, and that was the reason why. Okay. All right, let me see here. Okay, I believe we've got a tiebreaker now, so we'll let you know who got what and who actually won this thing. Dennys is bringing up the rear.
Aww.
He finished last.
Really?
Yeah. He's in last place. And next to last place, 4th, Suits.
Oh, Soup.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I wondered about going the musical route with the Kelly Clarkson, because, I mean, they were there for their singing, but you're not bringing drama or entertainment or anything else like that, or at least, I guess, traditional.
Here's a weird thing, too. Anytime you guys go on about how much you love Kelly Clarkson, because you guys always say how likable she is and how great, we always get some comments about people who do not like Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly Clarkson's so annoying. So I wonder if it's one of those things where...
Well, it just seems like both of their strategies were to get singing stars from reality shows, and they're both in last place.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like that strategy worked out real
well.
Wow. Finishing in 3rd place, Jaybird is down there. And you're right, maybe the Lauren Conrad wasn't strong enough for you.
It brought me down.
Okay. We had a tie.
No way.
Going into this between myself and Virginia. And we just received 2 more votes on Facebook. Our 2nd place winner is me. Virginia, you took it right at the last minute with 2 additional votes. So Virginia, who really wanted to win this one, did with Nene Leakes, Kim Kardashian, and Bethany Frankel.
I'm so proud. You know, I've put in the hours. I've done the work. I've cared about insignificant things that were terrible. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody that voted.
We all have our personal week, and that was yours. So congratulations on that.
I was so close to it.
Yeah.
It feels so good.
Yeah, solid team. And I still wonder, did Kim Kardashian do anything to help you win it? Or would you have blown me away if you didn't have her on your team?
Kevin,
the world may never know.
If Grandma had balls, she'd be Grandpa.
Okay, that's a great analogy.
It's good.
Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Jaybird is going to give you a definite delivery do. What is it you must do if you're doing delivery? Jaybird will tell you and give you his thought next.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
You would call this a delivery do. Jaybird found out maybe even the hard way, but I think that it even transcends the delivery food world if you don't do that a lot. I have seen the situation many times where I've been with somebody, and it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing, what's going on, but you may have gone a place or been in a situation where you forgot your mask. And when it's not on, it can cause a lot of problems. And all of a sudden, you get shamed super fast and super hard, and you feel super bad in just a second.
So I ordered an Uber Eats meal, and you can look on your phone and you can see where the car's going, and I always know when they're lost. For whatever reason, it's almost like the Bermuda Triangle where I live at. People get lost.
It is. It's tricky.
My address is in a weird spot, and people...
Well, it's a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, and then people will go to the next one. So I can see this guy's car, and they'll leave sometimes, and they will not bring you your food.
They'll leave and go sit in the park and eat your food.
They will. So I see this happening. I'm like, okay, let me go out there and flag him down and tell him, you found the right place. So as I'm running out to go tell him, he's coming up, and it's so dark there. I don't have my mask on, and he sees I don't have my mask on, and he freaked out. He goes, whoa, stop right there. I'm putting your food down. Gotta wear a mask, bro. I'm like, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I thought you were going to leave with my food. He's like, yeah, man, I'm putting your food right here. Gotta wear a mask. And then he took off, and he was taken back. I did not have my mask
That's
on.
interesting, and he stopped you in your tracks.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't even think it. I was just gonna run out and grab the food, and I don't care that he put it on the ground, but he scared me. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm like, oh, what? What did I do?
I think it's nice too if you go through the drive-thru to have your mask on. Talking to them, like anytime you have to be face to face, Uber Eats, drive-through.
I just was so afraid he was going to leave with my food. It's happened before, Kevin, and it sets the tone for the next day.
I bet.
At least he didn't give your Tex-Mex to your neighbor who ate it all.
Yeah.
His neighbor ate $65 worth of Tex-Mex.
Would you stop somebody in their tracks that approached you without a mask, Virginia?
Probably not. I would steer clear of them, though.
Okay.
And somebody did this to me the other day. I had Rocco and me, and I was fumbling going into the Walgreens, and somebody was coming at us, and they made a huge maneuver to get clear of us because we didn't have our masks on yet, and they did.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, I'm doing my best.
I don't say anything. If someone,
I don't say anything. I mean, I don't want to fight.
Well, I'm a person that I'm a flawed man. I make a lot of mistakes. I can't be calling out people for their mistakes.
Right. Right. Just going to let it go. All right. Getting to the After the Show podcast live on Facebook and YouTube coming up. Before we do that, Bird, hit us up with your thought for the day.
Don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself by trying to please everyone.
The KVJ Show mornings and the best variety from the 2000s, 10s, and today for your workday. 97.9 WRMF.